I forgot it. Riding all over. What? It's a Michelob Ultra, please.
It's a great jacket, isn't it?
No, you know what? Grab me a Modelo, please.
It's a good jacket.
So, Mark, before we start, right? Let's talk about something that you just posted on Instagram.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are aware what Mark posted on Instagram here, but let's talk about that. Mark, what was that?
Where?
What was it?
What? It was a new catalog that I was recently in, Dunbrook.
Is this from there?
Yeah. Well, technically the jacket is something else, but you know what Dunbrook like is?
Sure.
It's like logos and stuff like that. That's what they do their merchandise on.
So,
So whether or not it was technically from Dunbrook, I have no clue. But that was part of their catalog.
You brought that home?
Yeah, no, they gave me all
From
the.
it?
They gave me all. No, it's mine. It's mine. They gave me everything I wore in that shoot. I got to bring home.
you knew I always wanted one of those Carhartt.
He doesn't even know how to say it.
Carhartt.
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 Carhartt. There's an N. There's an N in there. CARN.
No.
You know what? Why?
The H does look stubby sometimes, and the font has like a...
How does an H look stubby?
The way that
Carhartt.
No, Carhartt.
Carhartt.
I said the same
It
thing
was
with
the guy's last name.
I said the same thing with Butker's last
Bucky's?
name.
Bunkers?
The kicker for the Chiefs.
Butker.
Butker.
TK. Butker.
Butker.
No,
I always say Bunkner. I fucked that one up too. Anyway, sorry, Mark. So you brought this home for me. I know.
I didn't write that.
I was about to roast you if you didn't get that from them of why is it so clean? Why
What
does
do
it
you
look not used at all?
It was used once. It was once for that shoot.
Okay,
And
so
it's been,
I learned.
Yeah.
I learned. We're growing.
Wait, for it looking too, you were gonna roast me for it looking
If you
too
own
clean?
that for a year and it looks that clean, I was gonna roast you.
Oh no, dude. So like everything, it's coming out now for the fall, and we did this shoot back in like March. So I'm wearing these when it's kind of hot out. So, I mean that was kind of wild. But no, I got to bring home everything. I got like 12 jackets out of it, which is pretty great.
12?
We did.
Something like that.
We did.
I thought I only saw like 6.
Well, there's 6 that they use. I mean, I did a whole bunch of different ones, so they
Which
didn't use all
ones?
of them.
Yeah, which ones in particular? Do you remember any?
I did this like pullover.
You know what? It's all good. We got them.
Well, you got the ones I
Hey,
can
Chris,
show.
can you pull up those pictures?
Mark,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead. Pull up.
That's a great
All
one.
right, so
That's a great one right there.
that's a great hoodie or it's a great picture.
What were you looking at?
Yeah.
So,
Give me the direction that they gave you at this shoot.
well, actually, it's funny because we'll get to this. So,
Well, I got my
we gotta
I
go
got my
through.
laughing
We gotta
hat
go.
on,
We
so
gotta go
let's
through
go.
all of them for me to explain
sweating.
something.
He's sweating, so you got to go quick, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was I
it's for
looking
the
at?
bit.
I was looking all around, and you'll see eventually when we get through the other ones, the common pattern that happens with all these photos. Not my purpose, because I'm looking around. It's just you're doing different stuff. You're looking around. We're in the West Bottoms. I can give you the location.
Unnecessary. But
So it is because you said what was I looking at? I think I was looking at Edge of Hell. I was looking at the
that's
Beast.
fine,
I was looking
that's
at one of
fine.
those. I'm just giving you an example of what I
you
was
don't have
looking
to
at.
qualify it.
I'm just telling you.
That's pretty scary.
All right, go to the next
You're
one,
literally
Chris.
looking
one.
at the edge of hell.
Hey,
Oh, that's a
there's
nice-
the jacket.
That one's my
Dunbrook,
favorite,
Dakota.
though. Yeah, no, that one's my
Let-
favorite.
Let me try that.
Your beard and your hair look good in there. Yeah,
Do I
it's a
look
good
like Mark?
picture.
Look.
Yeah.
Now this is where I start having questions, Mark.
Huh.
Go to the next one, Chris.
This one, what's what?
Where we go?
We got the
Jeez, it's getting
cascade,
hot here.
and it looks very casual. You look like you're hanging out.
Yeah.
Go to the next one, Chris. You look like you're still hanging out in that exact same pose with your hands in the exact same spot,
Yeah.
just in completely different clothes.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the next one's different.
Chris, go to the next one, please. You turned your head in this one.
No, well,
but
there's
the
a common-
shoulders down
there's-
did not move at all.
Dude, I don't pick the photos. I can tell you for a fact we did so many different poses. Those are the ones. Like literally, you go through when you're Chris. Take it off the screen real quick.
Hold on, Chris. Go to the next one because
There's one more. Oh yeah, the
there's
other camo.
further evidence
Yeah,
that might just be your pose, Mark.
it is. I mean, that's from
I
my
don't know
original.
if you're giving the photographer what you think you're giving them.
Is that your senior
No,
picture?
it just ends up those being my best poses. It's not like that. Look, all right, now I'm gonna go off, Chris, real quick, and then I want you to come back to the pictures after. No, because here's the thing: you do a lot of different stuff. Hands, like we did, hands in pockets, hands
Let's see,
out.
stand up, show us.
No, that's a lot. I'm just saying, there's a lot more. Like I'm just saying the best ones ended up being where my hands were in that pocket. And all right, now go, Chris. Go back to number 1.
Jeez, we're breaking these all the way down.
I just got to point them out. So all right, now just real
Did
quick,
you
Chris.
bring all? I didn't see all these hoodies though.
They're around. All right, Chris. Now go the
All
next.
of those?
Go the
You
next
brought all of
one.
them.
Go the next one.
I want to put my logo
Go
on this
one
jacket,
more.
son.
Go one more. Okay. So all right, now click out.
Oh, that one's a nice jacket.
I favor clearly my right side of my face, and that again, we're looking both ways. I'm looking every direction. There was some really stuff where we're just casually talking. I think I was turning around one point. They're taking the back of the jackets, and they just favored all the ones where I'm looking left. All right.
Then
'Cause
apparently they thought that was the best side
it
of your
is.
head.
I think it's the better side of my body, to be honest, because like the other side, my beard's a little patchy right here, so it'll look a little weird. Like this has a lot more.
They have hair and makeup there.
So-
they could have did
Nah,
something.
not on these ones.
Here's where I'm at.
All right. break it
You know
down.
your button?
Which one?
Yeah.
I could have gone pro.
Yeah.
We got your mom here. I did go pro.
Sorry,
That wasn't it.
I wasn't it.
I don't know that you can find repeating poses of me in any childhood modeling photos, Mark.
Damn, I wish Jose.
Talk
was
about
on.
it.
I mean,
These-
like, he's
talk
spitting
about it.
facts over there.
Yes, he is.
Talk about it. She was a photographer for a while. She used to do our, what did you call the?
She's
Turn her
you
mic
did the faces, not the faces.
The card.
The comp cards.
Yeah, she
yeah,
used to
but-
take the photos for that. She had the little.
What's the title for that?
Yeah, the little light board that I had.
Mhm.
That was wild.
We still have that board.
I know. It's still there.
It's made out of foil.
You might need to be giving your
I
photographers a
didn't-
little more flavor, homie. That's what I'm trying
Okay,
to
so
tell
that's
you.
what he's trying to say.
Those
you
are
gotta
what's
give them a
the-
little
dude,
more.
that's what it-
a wiggle. Just
I didn't choose
body
any
movement.
of those, dude. If you were to go, I was in that same like spot. Each one took about maybe like close to like 30 minutes of different stuff. There was variety. Trust me, there was variety. It's
All
just
right, then
that
let
the
me give
matter
it
what
to
it
you
came
like
down
this.
to.
Let me give it to you like this. We talked a little bit ago about your experience as a movie watcher. As a catalog person ordering, looks like they took your face and just
And just propped
photoshopped
it
it
onto a
on
bunch of
different
other-
clothes.
yeah, okay.
You gotta give them more, Mark. You gotta give them more.
Dude, I did.
Well,
It's just that just ended up being what was the best ones.
Damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's
Okay,
spitting
Jose.
facts over there.
Yes, he is.
he spit facts, man.
I'm not doing those in the commercials that I do.
Or Marcos, is he being a hater?
He's being a hater because he can't make it as a model no more.
I retired.
Oh,
Retired on top, man.
Retired at like 7.
That's still retirement.
All right.
Well, welcome back, Jose. Where the hell you been?
I know where you been, nephew. I ain't seen you in like in 2 weeks.
I heard you did something kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting my pilot's license.
Yeah.
He's getting his
How'd that go?
pilot's
What?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I was learning a lot about extended wing flaps. That was the big topic.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
All
have
right.
your pilot's license?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
No.
Been working
We're
on
working
it.
on it. Yeah, it's a process. It's not done yet, but
He's planning
Okay.
to take us on a trip.
well.
So
easy.
we're hoping this podcast will get big where we can buy a plane and we'll have somebody
I'll pass.
and we'll have somebody to fly us wherever we want to go.
Buy a plane.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hey, we'll
Okay.
talk about that later.
We'll give you all the
Interesting.
details.
We'll go fly fishing.
Anyway. Hello,
Well, that
everyone.
works either. Oh, my
What? That's a
God.
pilot.
No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast.
He loves just
Why is that
repeating.
on a delay?
I don't know. It's like,
Delay.
it's like an echo. I didn't even get an applause. Can I get an applause, please? Yeah, thank you very much. I am your host, Big Mod. This is my co-host to my left, Marcos, my son. We have Chris running the ones and twos. Hi, Chris. All right. And my nephew's, my EP, sitting on the chair today. We do have somebody sitting in the couch as well. And hi. And let's go ahead and introduce our guests. Please welcome to the show, Miss Olivia. Boom.
I love it. I got to pause. I'll take it.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm sweating over here.
I
Yeah,
bet.
there's no way you
I'm a
keep
little
that on the
toasty in
whole
that.
thing.
This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto, no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Gold Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goldfireprotection.com.
Take this off.
I'm really waiting till the weather drops so I can start wearing them. now.
I thought this was mine.
No, it ain't yours.
Damn it.
Too big for
And
you.
I'll buy my own Carnhart. Yeah, thank you for joining us. How's your evening going?
It's good. It's been relaxing so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting ready for sand volleyball tonight.
Oh, you got a sand volleyball game.
Got sand volleyball.
Or are
game.
you coaching?
No, I'm playing.
Are you?
Where
Yeah.
at?
Shawnee Mission Beach.
Ah, nice.
Yep. Decided to bring back the volleyball skills.
Nice.
Do you have a
Fall
hard out
season,
then?
right?
What time?
Fall season. 8:45.
Oh, yeah.
We're good. We got time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we are.
Dang, you guys got the late game. Those are the.
We do have the
those
late
are
game.
Those are the A's. Like, are the best ones. Like,
Oh,
it
no.
goes by C.
But that's
oh,
what
wow.
the sun's
no.
down, it's
The,
not
the
hot
good ones.
anymore?
The good ones play before us.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. We're like the middle of the road. We're like the middle of the pack.
Okay.
But yeah, it's past my teacher bedtime. They said 8:45. I said,
Oy.
"Do you know what time I go to bed?"
That's funny.
Said, "I'm in bed for a good hour at that point."
Yeah. Well, okay, so this is already considered the fall. The fall.
Yes, this is
games
the
then?
fall season. Yep.
Okay, so how did your summer go?
I didn't play in the summer league,
Mm-hmm.
but
As far as the whole summer.
whole summer. It was good. It was very like a relaxing summer.
Yeah.
Normally I'm traveling a lot in the summer, and this summer was just kind of chill, which I'll take it. I went to Napa Valley, so the beginning of the summer. So I love wine, so that was a great
Really?
trip. So
Bringing
yeah.
it back with you?
No, my stepdad bought 9 bottles of wine though while we were there. He was like 2 seconds away from ordering a wine suitcase.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah, my mom nixed that real quick. Yep,
Yeah.
she said no, we're
But
not
no,
doing that.
but no wine was brought back home.
No wine for me, but I visit.
but
They live
they
in
brought-
Charleston, so when I
Oh,
visit,
okay.
he saved the bottles though. So whenever I come,
Oh,
we
hey,
open up
yeah.
a bottle. So yeah,
There you go.
so yeah.
Now, do they really save the bottles, or they're like, oh, Olivia's on her way. We need to go buy some wine.
Oh no, I know the bottles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get. Well, my sister lives with them, so she knows where they're
Oh,
at.
okay.
Oh yeah. She'll let me know if they drink them or not. But yeah, so that was my parents' trip for my 30th birthday. They took me
Oh.
to Napa
When was your birthday?
in March.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I didn't
March
realize it
15th.
was your 30th.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Nice. Oh, okay. So that was your little getaway.
It
right,
was.
For
And
'em.
it was. And then my mom and stepdad and sister live in Charleston, so I visited them and then just hung out. I nanny over the summer, and it was great.
Did you drive or fly?
Flew.
You
Oh yeah,
drive?
I did that drive once to Charleston, never again.
What's the drive? How far is
16 hours.
that? Oh, that's not bad.
It's not terrible, but
But I
do you
mean,
mean that's
it's
not
bad.
bad?
It's not bad, but it's bad if it takes you 2 days to get there.
that's what. Yeah, it
Is
does
what it
take
is?
2 days, and it's not bad. The way there wasn't bad. It's the way back, and everyone's just fed up. And
Well, the way back is faster. I always thought the way back was faster when
oh
you go
no,
on trips.
it's
Well,
longer.
for you guys, 'cause you
You're
sleep.
Yeah, no, the way back was not fun.
Because you were just ready to get home.
Yeah, I just wanted. Yeah.
Was that was the only little trip you did all summer long?
Yeah, other than that, I mean, I went to the lake. I wake surfed. One of my friends lives on Lake Lotawana, so we go out there on Fridays and wake surf. And
What is wake surf?
so it's like wakeboarding, but you have a surfboard, so you have to have a certain type of boat, and it like creates the wake and the wave. And so it's like it's safer too, because I'm at the age where if you like injure yourself, it's not the same. So if I fall, I'm not gonna fall as hard. So yeah, it's right behind the boat, and you have a rope, and it's like a mini surfboard.
Oh.
Yeah, but
okay.
you know what's crazy? As we get older, and when we fall slow.
And
Right,
it
Mark?
hurts more.
It's like slow motion when we fall. Why is that?
Did you ask me right now?
Yeah, remember I fell down the steps and I landed on my back, and first thing, you didn't even ask me if you were all right. You said, what was it? Oh, you said, Dad, that was really slow motion. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know. It went by in my head. It went by so quick. But all I remember is I was on my back.
It's if you're able to narrate the fall as you're falling, like, oh god, I'm going down. Here I go. Oh god.
Here we go. And here goes the impact. And pow. Yeah. While you were in California, you didn't do Disneyland or anything else?
No, just Napa. So yeah, we went there from like a Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
And so yeah, my brother lives in Northern California. He met us up there, and that was his first time ever going. I'm like, you've lived here for almost 10 years and you've never gone to Napa.
Older, younger?
Older.
Oh,
Yep. So
okay.
I'm the second youngest, and there's 5 of us, all very spread out. I was a
Okay.
surprise.
Oh yeah,
That was a big surprise.
that's funny. Have you ever been to Disney World?
I haven't been to either.
Oh yeah, you haven't been.
No, I haven't ever been. Yeah, I haven't ever been to either. Have you guys?
It's so
Disney World. Not.
I forget which one's in Florida. I can
World,
never remember.
World is Florida. Land is California.
Okay.
yeah. Disney.
Uh-huh.
The Disneyland is about. It's about as big as Worlds of Fun.
That's
Okay.
it.
Really?
Man, I think.
That's it?
I mean,
that doesn't sound.
well,
right.
I was there. We were there in '96. So
Damn.
maybe it's
okay,
got-
it's not that small.
It's but it's not as big as Worlds of Fun. Worlds of Fun is.
I don't believe that.
sorry. It's not as big as
Disney World.
Disney World.
World.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
of
like,
course.
man, I didn't know it was
'Cause
that
Disney
small.
World-
Because
Disney
Disney
World-
World is multiple parks versus
Right.
Disneyland is just kind of its own.
Disney World takes like 2 or 3 days to get through, I believe. You know, if you want to do everything.
I can see that.
You guys remember our trips, all right?
Yeah, no, I remember.
You?
When was the last time you were at Disney World?
All that money you spent.
Why you look at me
What
like
if we
that,
don't
Mark?
remember?
I mean, Mark, Chris.
Too young to really appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying. All that money you spent. What if we don't
I
remember?
guess you're right. Because when we were in Disneyland in California, we went to a wedding and we're like, well, since we're here, we might as well we took Mod. Mod was like what, 4 months old. He don't remember it.
So that
what a
was
waste
for
of
you.
time.
That was for you guys then.
Well, yeah, it's just so we could get it out of the way.
Wait a minute, you went to Disneyland though. You went as a grown up, or at least as a high schooler.
I went as a freshman in high school.
Okay, so you're 15. You. That's a good time
Because
to
you
go.
were a boner, right? Yeah, they called it tromboners.
Stop.
Were you not a tromboner? Yeah. Anyway,
You're a boner
Are
at
you-
Disneyland.
are you?
Oh my god! All right.
Anyway, are
You
you?
having fun though? Anyways.
It was
Coach
fun. That whole week I went to California was a lot of things. San Diego Zoo, SeaWorld, Disneyland.
You've already done more than we.
I was
So
about
many
to
different
say,
chicken
yeah.
tenders. Yeah.
Yeah, Legoland.
No,
We've gone to Legoland.
we have.
We went to. I was actually pissed about that. I was so pissed about that, Jose. When we went there to California, we had choices. Like, all right, do we want to go to the San Diego Zoo or do we want to go to Legoland? We went to fucking Legoland. For the only person who cared about Legos and doesn't
Was
even care
Chris.
about Legos anymore. I was like, dude, I love going. Zoos are so much better. I love
The
zoos.
San Diego Zoo I've heard is awesome too.
Yeah, see.
It
What
was
the hell?
okay.
It's like the #1 in the country.
Oh yeah. He's the first person I've ever heard to say it was okay.
It's
That's because he's looking down at his phone while he's at the zoo. You know what? The first thing when he got back from his trip from California, the first thing he's like, "Hey, Chris, how's your trip?" He goes, "Ah, I lost my charger." That was your takeaway?
Room service stole it.
Room service stole it.
Somebody needed a charger. They're expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get the 2-packs and just always have them.
I used to listen to his music.
Oh, that reminds me. We were on the Hollywood Stars, and I got a charger from a store there.
Was it uppriced as hell?
I don't remember. I think it was a portable because I couldn't find an actual charger.
Everything in California is so
Good
expensive.
stories.
Yeah.
That was the one
Right?
thing in Napa. I couldn't believe how much things were.
Well, I already know wine itself is expensive as it can be. So Napa wine.
Oh, when we asked for a bottle or like what the price was for one of the bottles, I said, "Just kidding. I'm a teacher. Thanks though. Thanks for the offer."
How much is a bottle of wine there?
Oh, they vary from like you can get like some for like 30, but then there was one for like 350.
Oh wow.
I said, "I'm good, sir. Thank you."
That'll be my retirement bottle.
Yes.
That's
when
what
I'm
it is.
done
When you're
in
done.
however many years.
I wonder if I,
got a
have
while
any
to go.
wine here. I'd offer you some wine, but all I have is whiskey and beer.
That's okay. See, I really can't. I couldn't drink wine before I played volleyball.
You ever tried it?
I haven't actually. See, it would put me
Loosen
to
you
sleep.
up.
That's like
First time.
really good.
See, I have like my occasions for wine. I have like my drinks for different occasions. So like
bedtime?
wine is like at night when I'm reading a book,
Yeah.
chill.
So not
know-
specifically with food or certain types of dinner or whatever.
Salmon usually. I
Oh.
like wine with salmon. I mean, I'm a big wine person, but if I'm like
You are bougie.
I've been told that before.
I just learned
That's
that
on my
word.
track.
It
That's
was,
what one of my
Jay
track
Sean,
athletes told
wasn't
me.
it? It was Jay Sean because Jay Sean uses all these words that I don't know. and
He does.
Okay, that
Shout out
word
to
is
you,
not a
Bougie.
new word.
Yeah.
I know,
To
but,
me it was.
there's new words
But
that
no,
he
Jay
uses.
Sean will use words that.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what did he? Okay, remember the back in the day when something was just terrible? You go, God, that's ass. Like you're ass at this. Just
cheeks.
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 Yeah. Your cheeks. I was like,
You
cheeks?
can't deduce that.
I got it, but I was like, that's what it is now. You can't say someone is just ass anymore. They're cheeks, and eventually it's gonna turn. It went to buns at one point, but then it got a little more graphic and went to cheeks, I guess. And that one, and one time he told me, he goes, "Dang, dude, that hoodie is loud." I go,
Yep.
the hell does
I
that
heard
mean?
that one,
Yeah. And now I use that all the time on him on purpose, like even in the wrong context.
Please, yes.
Yeah.
That's
He hates
Oh yeah,
it.
I learned a lot. I have learned a lot from high schoolers in verbiage. My friends will text me and be like, "What does this mean?" I'm like, "I got you. I actually know what this means."
Wow.
What,
me a little
what does
checkbook.
loud mean in this context now?
It's like say you wear a shirt with like I guess maybe a bunch of different colors, like you're just very.
Okay, it's what I
You're
thought.
standing-
Vibrant.
you're-
It's like
you're-
vibrant.
Yeah, you're standing
It's
out.
what I thought
Yeah.
it was then.
Yeah.
I thought it was something dumb and stupid now.
It is dumb and stupid. Wait,
like, you know, they used to say that when
Loud
I
has
was
always
playing
been a thing.
basketball. They say, "Damn, that guy's loud," because the way I play ball.
I don't think that's what it was.
That right there is a stupid reason to change the meaning.
I think I could have
No.
went pro.
I think you guys are wrong.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I think you guys are 100% wrong.
About what?
I think you guys are old people interpreting loud.
Well, how do you interpret it? You interpret it the way that it's going?
In the urban community,
Good way.
loud is used to describe very expensive or strong-smelling marijuana.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
or
smoking
gas.
on loud or gas.
Then they changed it, man.
So
Don't
it's
get mad
not
at me. Get mad at
color-based.
Jay Sean.
I'm saying it's
Jay Sean.
meaning more than just the colors are bright.
It went from being about weed to being about
Well,
clothes.
So
This is
no,
just
what
bright,
he was
but-
trying to tell you is you smell.
I smell like weed?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys are just old.
I guess so. Shit.
Well,
So-
I
be
need
a
to start.
track coach and hang around a bunch of teenagers, and
You
you'll
just-
be.
Yeah,
I've thought
I mean,
about it. If there was anything I could coach, it's track.
Do you want to come? I'm pretty sure we need coaches.
Not baseball?
No, I couldn't coach baseball. I could have gone pro, but I couldn't coach
Ah,
it.
yeah,
Come join
yeah.
the fun. We have a great time. They always make fun of me, actually. All the coaches made fun of me when we would go out and like grab drinks after. And they'd all have their beer, or, Stallard would have his, scotch, whiskey. And I would get my White Claws. And they made fun of me. They always made fun of me. And I said, you know what? They're good, though. Don't knock them till you try them. And I said, have you tried them? They said, no. I said, okay, then.
Now, if I were to coach, it'd be the throwing events. That's what I ended up coaching. Because that's what I did when I was at North.
I should have done that. I should have, instead of running the 400, I should have just gone to be a thrower.
It's so much easier.
I know.
You don't you don't even have to be physically
Fit.
big to be a thrower in some degrees. Like me, I was a small student of my years, and yet I went to state both years I was
Yeah.
there. So, well, okay, I have huge legs. I think I was still at an advantage that most people were not at. I still had a lot of strength in my legs. So I was.
He was just weirdly proportioned. He was skinny, and then his like an ostrich. That's what I say. He was a little skinny, and then his ass got big, and his legs were big. But he was skinny.
Hey, ostriches are fast.
Fastest
Like,
bird.
They are.
They are fast.
But I was not
Big-
fast on the
big
track.
bird.
I was not very fast on the track at all.
They
Yeah.
got to run the
Throwers relay, hog relay.
The hog
hog
relay.
relay.
That's
yeah.
my favorite. That is my favorite thing to watch every year. When people are like, we don't need that. I said, what do you mean?
That's the best part.
That is my entertainment. One, because some of those big people, they can
They can
move.
move. They can
They
move.
can move.
Yeah.
I say Big Spence at North. Oh, he took
Oh,
off.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we had some of the biggest throwers, and they would win every year. You wouldn't expect it, and
Yeah.
people would be saying stuff. I said, just watch,
Yep.
let them cook. See, these our kids already got me saying stuff.
Where did Spence run in that?
Oh, he's a thrower.
Yeah, but
Oh,
where
what
did
he would? Oh, what leg did he run? I want to say he was like first or
was
second.
he? The one who had started it off.
He was first or second, I want to say, but he made a big gap between them.
Yeah. That's
So
cool.
yeah,
He's already done graduate though, right? Or is
yeah, he's going into his like second year of college.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know,
Wow.
I know.
So speaking of the family, so did you say okay that your family's in California?
So I have family all over. We're all from Kansas City.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yep. So we're all from. So I have a brother that lives in California, another brother that lives in Minnesota, and then me and my older sister live here at my dad, and then my sister, mom, and stepdad all live in Charleston.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we all started out here and then dispersed. So
Okay. Where about in Kansas?
my dad's in Lenexa.
Okay. That's where you grew up?
So I was Olathe, yeah. So actually, I grew up in Olathe, was born, and then my dad, we transferred for his job and lived
okay.
in Indiana for 7 years. So I was there from 1st to 7th grade, and then moved back in 8th grade here. And so I started 8th grade again here. And then I was in the Blue Valley School District. So I went to Blue Valley West
Okay.
for high school.
Oof, tough time to move.
Yeah,
Eighth
what-
grade.
It
What
was a tough
that?
time to move.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
It was not easy just because like I had already created like a whole friend group in
Yeah.
Indiana, and I was not
That-
happy about moving.
Did it still bother you a little bit? Is
No,
this-
I'm glad I moved back.
Are you-
I mean, I think like
now you are, but I
yeah,
mean-
now I am. Now I am because like I would have never gone to Pitt State probably, and that's
Okay.
where like all my best friends are.
Oh, okay.
And so I think I probably would have gone to a school around Indiana. Honestly, I don't even know if I would have done track. I think basketball was my thing for years, and then I found
Probably
out
the best in Indiana, weren't you?
not even close. I wish I was. But
Indiana is
I
like
wish
the
I was.
state of basketball.
They were, and I think that's why like I kind of they have some good like
What?
they were a lot more had competitive basketball teams.
Pretty
and
sure
so like
Larry
that's what
Bird's from there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yes.
the funny
That-
thing is when I
basketball
moved
wasn't
there, I
big in
hated
Kansas.
Indiana. I did not like it when I first moved there. All I wanted to do was move back to Kansas, and then by the time I was ready, like I moved back to
Yeah.
Kansas.
Like, why are we moving? I love it.
Yeah.
Where in Indiana were you?
Indianapolis, like a suburb of Indianapolis called Fishers.
Okay.
So yeah, also too is hard because we were the very first people in our neighborhood. There were like all the other houses were being built,
Oh,
so I
wow.
had to play with my siblings all summer.
That sucks.
So yeah,
But that's what made you tough, right?
it did. I will say having brothers makes you so Illy will
Right.
be thankful for having older brothers because it makes you tough.
You know, yeah, and I used to use that phrase a lot growing up. While they were growing up, I would always say, "It's just gonna make her tougher."
Oh,
You know.
she is. I will say she is like the epitome of what I need every girl at track to be like. Like she never complained. She would, which I mean, she reminds me of me because like I would get upset when I wouldn't do well and I would cry. I would do, and like I remember at track meet, she goes, I said, girl, you just came from a soccer game and
Right.
you are like sacrificing your body this year. And I said, and you have yet to complain. I said, you have all the reasons to complain. I said, I have kids over here complaining that have no reason to complain. So yeah,
And you know what's crazy? She would work out in the morning,
yes.
go to school, then do a soccer game, and then go to track. You know, it was crazy. I don't know
Illy
how she did it.
is, yes, I like use her as examples all the time. And I
That's
told her, I
cool.
said, that's going to take you far in life.
Thank you. I hope so. Yeah, she was the best athlete of my kids.
She's a very good athlete. How do you feel about that, Marcos?
Just because she takes after her mama.
Which one's her mic? Which one is Sandy's mic?
That one.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy holds, I would say, Sandy's a key component to our kickball when we played the 6th graders.
Yes.
Sandy's a key
That's
component.
already happened?
Well, at the end,
We
the
played
past 2 years.
Yeah. At the end of the school year.
At
is
the end
when
of the
we
school
go out.
year.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Sandy's a
that's-
key component.
Yeah, I heard about it for like 2 weeks. She couldn't move.
Oh,
Her leg
please.
back was hurting.
I'll say there's nothing more great than humbling athletes that think that they're better than you.
Yeah.
This past year, Jay Sean, it was when he was hurt, so he recorded it, and I raced some of the kids, and I was like, "Okay, like your goal is to beat me on this, these last 2 reps," and they were like, "You're out of your prime." I said,
Let's go.
"Let's go," and I beat him. Jay Sean goes, "That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen." I said, "What can I say?" I
You
said,
said
I was,
that whole situation was loud. That was,
it was loud.
loud.
It was loud.
It was loud.
Yeah.
It was loud. Yeah.
Right, Jose?
He was like, "I'm embarrassed for my teammates." I said, "Don't get me wrong. I mean, my body hurt the next day for sure,
Yeah.
but it was worth it."
So, do you remember your schools that you went to in Indiana?
Yeah, so I went to what was my elementary? Oh, Fall Creek Elementary was my elementary school,
Yeah.
and then I was homeschooled for a few years.
Oh.
okay.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, my parents were not fond of the school district there actually.
Really?
Yes. So
Anything you miss from Indianapolis?
I miss my neighborhood. Like we as kids, like all of us, there was a whole group of us that were all the same age, and we just always played together.
Once they moved in.
Yeah, once they moved in. So
Once they got the
2 years,
houses
Yeah, once
built.
they- yeah.
So 2 years in, let me tell you, we had neighbors everywhere, so that was great. But I don't really know. I mean, I will say I was really looking forward to going to high school. My brother, it's called Hamilton Southeastern High School. It's where my brother went. And I was like really sad that I wasn't going to go there for high school.
Really?
And so yeah, that was I think what I was most sad about because they had
What-
really good sports and basketball was big there, and so I wanted to play basketball.
Have you been since back to
I
Indianapolis?
did actually. I coached for Invasion volleyball, a club team back in like 17, 18, or yeah, 2017, 2018, and we went there for a tournament.
Cool.
So it's cool. Yeah, we drove by my old house and
That's cool.
so went downtown and yeah, it was fun. It's definitely changed a lot. So we lived right by a lake, and so Reggie Miller, actually, a kid on my bus, lived right next door to Reggie Miller.
Oh.
So,
So, yeah.
I lived in Indianapolis for a little over a year, and
Don't get
funny
him.
enough, Indianapolis felt just like Kansas City,
It is
just bigger.
it's like the exact same. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
where you're like, no, I left Kansas City, but like,
It's the same.
it feels the exact same.
It really does. The only difference was we had a lake, like, and we used to have a boat, and so we had like that was like 2 minutes away,
Yeah.
and that was the only difference was we had
And
a lake.
They got an NBA team.
They do
That's
have an
the other
NBA
thing.
team, but I never really. I was never a fan of the Colts. I never.
I don't
We stayed
blame you.
Chiefs fans. Wasn't a fan of the Colts. Pacers, yeah. Fever, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't get him started on Reggie Miller.
What's
Oh
wrong with
no.
Reggie Miller?
Yeah. Let's
Oh
hear
my
your thoughts.
God. Was he popular there?
Yeah.
I hate Reggie Miller.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
We saw him at P.F.
No.
Chang's once.
Really?
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah, it's like you
So,
can't miss him.
Reggie Miller. I'm a New York Knicks fan,
Okay.
so Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan were like in the way. That's what I say. They
So
were
you're not a
always
Michael
in the
Jordan
way.
fan?
No, I mean here recently I am because of my nephew, because he claims that LeBron James is better is better than Michael
You
Jordan.
know, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. I think MJ is better.
Thank you. Okay, but we
We
it's not even
can
gonna-
dive
it's not
down
even
that
gonna-
rabbit
I mean,
hole.
I don't know that much enough. I'm just personally. Also, too,
We're not
I'm
gonna
not
go
gonna
down that
lie. Unpopular opinion though, the first Space Jam was way better. I felt like it was.
That's not even a competition.
second one was-
There's-
I was like,
Michael
what
Jordan
is
was
this?
in the second one.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, it was
When?
Michael B. Jordan.
That's what I said. I
Uh,
said right, Chris?
I agree with you. Space Jam 1 was better.
Yes, it was way better.
Even LeBron knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I watched it and
check
I was
that,
like, this
nephew.
just is not the same.
No.
Not it.
Anyway, so okay, so then high school here, you went to
Blue Valley West. Blue Valley West
Valley.
Jaguar.
A Jag.
I was a
Really?
Jag.
Is that the red and black?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep. Jags for life.
That's cool.
When I
was
think
he.
Jaguar, I don't think red and black. So that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I did. I liked it though. I mean, I loved Blue Valley West. It's actually
All
so
4
weird.
years, right?
So I actually had to go to Blue Valley Southwest the first year it opened because I was in the
Oh.
boundary. And I was on varsity, so that was my junior year. And so I could have transferred back to West at semester, but they have like the varsity rule that you have to sit out, and so I would have had to sit
Yeah.
out for track. And I was like, I'm not running JV track. No offense, but I was like, I've been on varsity since a freshman year, so yeah. So then I transferred back my senior year and chose not to play volleyball and basketball. And then plus I knew I was running track in college, and I didn't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I know I'm running track at this point. I've already committed. So
Yeah.
Did you get an early commit?
I committed. When did I commit to Pitt? I did my visit in Pitt in January of my senior year. So, but I kind of knew already at that point. So Baker is between Baker and Pitt,
Oh, okay.
and so I was choosing between Baker and Pitt, and I love both, but Pitt was just a little bigger. And I think that's what I liked about it. I think
Yeah.
Baker was the size of my high school, and so
Yeah.
I was like, I want to
okay.
do something a little bigger
I
and a
think it's a
little.
lot bigger than Baker. Baker's tiny.
Baker is. It's gotten a lot bigger now, but yeah, I would plus, and it was nice. Nobody from my high school was going to Pitt, and so I kind of liked that. I kind of liked that it
Is
was a.
Baker? Is it in the same conference?
No, they're
With
MIAA.
Pitt?
Or not
Oh.
even, sorry, they're NAIA. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
they are
They're
NAIA?
NAIA, yep.
Yeah.
So, which we would see them at track meets and stuff, because, I mean, you see you see NAIA D2 a lot, D3
Yeah.
at the same track meets. So, but yeah, so I decided on Pitt. So I kind of knew, though, that I wanted to go to Pitt, and then it was official in January that I signed my letter.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Any of your teammates from high school go with you to Pitt?
Nope. So we had one go to K-State,
Well, some
a
fans.
triple
I
jumper.
know.
I know. But you know,
Boo.
it's for the best, I think. It was
Yeah.
helped me expand, meet new people.
It helped you focus more, right? What'd you say?
It did. I think that not having anybody like that I knew,
Yeah.
I was like, it forced me to meet new people. And it was cool because like all the athletes were really close in Pitt. Like we all hung out all the time, and we all just kind of like met each other through the training room and whatnot. And so we all just kind of came like a family. And so, but yeah, one went to Mizzou, and then I think that was it. We didn't have too many do track. So I think track's gotten a lot bigger since I did it because now a lot more people are doing it.
Really?
And like summer track was really not a thing. Or like club track.
Yeah.
Where now it's a lot bigger now.
Wait, club track is the same as summer?
Yeah,
summer
kind
track,
of, yeah.
right? Okay.
So yeah, and now it's like all year round rather than just in the summer.
Yeah.
Like they have it all year round. Where they didn't really have like, they just started like strength training just became big like my senior year. In high school.
Oh.
That makes me sad because it makes kids start choosing at a very young age instead of letting them play all the
Yes.
sports and but because you have to be focused on one, they give up something else
Yes.
to go play and just.
Ooh, can I give a
I liked-
counterpoint though?
I liked it back in the day. You just played the sport that was in season, and everybody got to play everything.
Sure, but we just used your daughter as an example of working out in the morning, going to school, going to a soccer game, and then going and running track right after.
Overdoing it?
I feel like that's the exact opposite of what you're saying. Like, she was definitely overdoing it.
What she was talking about when we were in high school, or we were in
Right.
school,
She-
our days.
Yeah, she chose to
But-
do that.
I would have never chose to do that.
What I'm saying is, if she chose one, she wouldn't have been that overworked.
They would have chose
Right,
for
but
Who's they?
I
The
know
schools that you
friends
weren't
of
good
hers
enough.
that had to choose that were really good at volleyball, but had to choose soccer and gave up playing volleyball, whether they were going to go on and play college or not. They had to give it up, period, because they then knew they had to focus on soccer or their position would go to somebody else, basically, because they were not there
Sounds like a life choice.
Yeah.
full time.
Speaking of choice,
It's
you-
just,
can
it's a
you choose me a
business. I'm
beer?
so sorry, but it's all a business.
It is, and I think that's
beer, please.
that's one thing that I'm like super thankful that I got, because like my mom told me, she was like, you're either going to choose a club sport, because I wanted to do club volleyball, like, because I did volleyball, basketball, and track, and then softball for a long, and I did softball up until my sophomore year. I didn't play on the school team, but because I wanted to do track instead, so I just did the fall ball, and so then finally she was like, you're gonna have to choose, like, she was like, either you do club volleyball, and I was like, well, she said, or you continue to do all three, and I was like, okay. So I chose to do all three and didn't play club. And by that point, I knew my senior year, I was like, even if I did try out, I was like, I knew that I was like decent, but not enough to make varsity. We had a really good volleyball team, and those girls were playing club all year round. And I knew. And so I was like, well, I
But
also,
you can hang with them, right?
yeah, I mean, I can keep my own. I can
Yeah.
hold my own.
Yeah, but she kind of said it earlier though. Like, once you knew you were going to college
where
for
you-
track, then
Where
it's.
once you committed,
I mean, like she said, it's a business.
when you
decision.
committed, was
Yeah.
it
Do
verbal
you want to do
commitment,
this?
or was
She
it
signed.
Yes.
you had already signed?
So
on
yeah,
the
so I
dotted
told
line?
them. So when I had my visit there, and they gave me my offer, so I did my whole visit, which is also wild. The visits now are so different from when I was there. I did like a day trip. You know, you go around now. It's like they get a whole weekend there. You get like to be with a track person for the weekend. Like they stay with you, or they put you up in a hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went for the day, and I knew like when I stepped on campus, I was like, "Yep, this is."
That was
and
it, right?
They offered me, and I was like, "Okay." And so yeah, I told them, and then I had my signing day. I think like a month later, maybe, or yeah.
But as
That's
an
cool.
athlete, did you have your eyes set on like D1 or anything? Or what were you thinking when you were wanting to go on? And
So I actually didn't even. So for the longest time, I wanted to do basketball in college. I thought that's what I was gonna do.
Oh.
And then freshman year, I decided to do track. My mom's like, well, what? And like literally I think it was the day before I decided if I was gonna try out for softball, because I'd played softball since I was in 3rd grade,
oh, uh-huh.
and I was gonna decide if I was gonna do that or go out for track. And because I knew I was fast, but I was like, and I literally decided, I think like the night before, the morning of, like which tryout I was gonna go to. And so I didn't even really think like track in college, like that wasn't even a thought for me.
Yeah.
And then I think it was my junior year, and one of my coaches was like, you could run in college. And I was like, oh. And I loved it. Like, I love track. I really liked it. And I knew, kind of figured at that point, I'm like, I had a better shot of that than basketball at that
Yeah.
point. And I knew. And so, yeah. And then when he's like, I can get schools looking at you, and Pitt State and Baker and a couple others hit me up. And
Okay.
so, yeah. Then I was like, okay. So, yeah, track really was never even crossed my mind
Yeah.
to do in college. It was basketball for the longest time,
Cool.
which wasn't even my best sport. So I don't know why I thought that. But
I could have went pro if I would have continued.
I've been up there with Michael Jordan and Reggie
Yeah.
Miller.
Then let me ask you real quick.
Go ahead,
Topical.
Jay. I'm ready.
Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
That is pretty cool. I will say,
What's your thoughts on her?
Caitlin, I like Caitlin. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think she's a bit dramatic, and I'm just like, just keep playing. That's just, my own personal opinion, but I like watching her play. Like, she's ridiculously talented.
Yes.
She, and I
Yes.
think she has turned the nation around to watch
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
WNBA.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, her senior year of college ball.
I was at
is where
Target
started.
over on Shawnee Mission Parkway.
She was there.
They had Indiana Fever posters
Yeah.
with her on it.
Oh, really?
Kansas. What the fuck? That's crazy. Is she
Yeah.
rookie of the year?
I think so.
I mean,
I
I, would
hope
say
so.
so. I would say
I know.
so.
I hope so because I got a bet on there.
You do?
I did. I got on there. I betted. I was like,
I
rookie
remember.
of the year.
What was the other choice we said? It was either rookie of the year or something else, and we said let's just go with rookie.
They compared her stats to some
Or just MVP, I believe.
2 years ago's MVP. She's putting up similar numbers.
I mean,
but
she's impressive. I mean, just watching
Yeah.
the shots
She's
that
good.
like
She's
she
fun to
makes.
watch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
she's very fun to watch.
They just clinched the playoffs for the first time in 8 years.
They did.
Oh, they did. Nice. Okay.
But
Can we-
Angel
Oh,
Reese is the runner-up for.
No, is she really?
She is.
Man,
I
Oh, it's gonna be between those two.
They've
Yeah.
gone just like 6 games recently. Like they're on a losing streak. I'm
Have you
pretty sure.
seen? Have you guys seen the rebound clips?
Of injuries.
I haven't
No.
seen those yet.
So
30?
she's got the most double-doubles in a season of a rookie ever, but her stats are very much padded by offensive rebounds because her percentage within
because her teammates can't shoot.
her percentage within 2 feet of the goal is like 40% or less.
So she's getting her own rebound.
She's getting her. They have clips, montages. I'm not lying.
Because she can't make a layup.
Four rebounds per possession, where she's missing,
She's
getting
doing-
her own fucking
Oh,
rebound.
so
and
she's
putting it
doing
back up.
the what was the name of that drill? The Mikan.
I feel like that can't count.
They
I
count.
know. It
Do they?
does?
They count.
Oh, come on.
It's an offensive rebound. What do you mean?
Yeah. Make the shot.
So
Right.
that's why the big argument right now is that comparable to Caitlin Clark, because she's actually winning with the team. She's moving the needle, and
Yeah.
And Reese is just rebounding her own missed
she's
shots.
she's scoring points. She is. She's a leader on the team.
She
but-
plays for the Liberty. Is it New York? No.
No, she's
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, isn't it?
Los Angeles.
Oh, that's right. She's in Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll send you one
So-
of these montages. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Cool. When you were in high school, what was your favorite class?
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
Really?
I actually liked. Yes, I was not. I had to take I think a science class my senior year, and I took anatomy and loved it. That was like I would say that's the class that surprised me. But team games was like my absolute favorite.
Team
I mean that's like
Everybody.
I mean that's a given.
Everybody
that was
loved team
oh yeah I
games.
have a nice
Wait,
scar.
what's
on
team games?
It's basically your
You
recess.
just play
Yeah, it's literally recess. It's
recess.
team-based games. That's literally all it is.
So then I had team games.
You were skipping classes to go play.
push a
It didn't count for
push
credit.
a wheel with the stick.
I mean, on the courtyard.
Oh yeah, team games was that was like my like I probably took that. I'm very competitive, and so we were playing, and it was like maybe me and like 3 other girls in the class, and it was like senior year, and so it was like all the athletes, like the guy athletes, and no offense, but some of the girls were just they weren't athletic and they weren't competitive, and I'm like, if you're gonna be on my team, we're gonna win. Like we're not just playing for shits and giggles.
You're
like,
a very competitive person, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, that is funny. Actually, we were playing volleyball at Cece's grad party, and Ileana goes, "Boone, I have never seen you so competitive before." I said, "One, because they were talking trash. All the boys on the other team were like, Boone can't swing, Boone can't play,' and I said,
"Let's go.
"Bet, watch."
Lace them up."
Oh, I did. I swung right on them, and they go, "Oh, you can play." I said, "I don't know why you guys think like I'm this
Yeah.
washed up athlete. Like, I mean, yes, I'm not in my like prime as you guys would say, but I'm like I can still play."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Well, ice runs in these veins. What are
yes,
you doing?
especially when you guys want to talk trash, that just feeds me. Like, just keep
Yeah.
it coming. Fuel the
Yeah.
fire. Like,
I was wondering what word was going to come out. She said,
fuel the
feeds
fire.
me.
Oh yeah. And so, yeah, because Illy goes, well, like, you're competitive with track. I'm like, track competitive, though, and volleyball, like, competitive is 2 very different things. So, like, track, like, my competitiveness was quiet. I'm quiet, I'm focused, I'm in the zone. And then, like, volleyball is, like, you have to talk. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just not. And so,
Right.
also, I was like, we're not about to lose to them. So, yeah, Illy was very surprised. But, oh, yeah, no, team games. So, we were playing kickball. And it was either I slide to make it home safely, or I get out. And I'm like, I'm sliding, and it was on the turf, which is probably not the smartest thing. But I was like, I'm
You're
doing it.
saying.
Oh yeah, but
"It's worth the burn."
it was worth the burn. It was worth the scar. That's all my scars. My mom's always like, Olivia, and I'm like, it's worth it. That's how I broke my collarbone, 6th grade, playing football on Valentine's Day.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Tackle, flag, tackle.
it was backyard tack. Actually, the crazy thing was,
And this
is we
was
were-
with your siblings.
no, this was with the
okay.
neighbors.
Oh yeah.
I actually had a crush on the kid. Didn't after that. Not. Oh yeah. No. So yeah, I like felt it like
He
crazy
crushed you.
Well, the crazy thing was we weren't even playing at the time. He was arguing with another kid, and I'm like, "Hey, can you hurry up? Because I have like dance tryouts tonight, so like I have to go in soon. So can we just like hurry this up?" And he like came behind me, and, like twisted my arm and threw me on the ground, and I felt a pop,
God.
and I was like, "So my brother played football, and he dislocated his shoulder all the time. And he just popped it back into place." So I'm like, "I think that's what I did." So I got up and I tried to pop. I said, "This isn't popping back," and like I like slumped, and I was
Felt
like,
like it, yeah.
this isn't. And so I tried playing, and I'm like, I can't even move my arm. And so I didn't cry, like it didn't hurt, but I was like, something's not right. And I went in and I told my mom, and she was like, go tell your dad, because my parents always say I'm the dramatic one in the family, which in this moment I was not being dramatic. So I was like, I don't know,
Right.
like. So she goes, go down and tell your dad. I said, okay. I said, Dad, something's wrong with my shoulder. Like I don't know what's going on. He goes, he was working out. He goes, go tell your mom. Let me finish my workout. I said,
Okay, guess I'm gonna
all
take
right,
care
cool.
of this myself.
I was like,
Parents of the year. I've been there.
You leaned up against the door jamb and just popped it right back in.
I thought I was going, and then it wouldn't. I was like, this isn't my shoulder, and
But
I
it
like
was
didn't.
broken.
I knew what my collarbone was, but I didn't really know like. So then finally, Mom was like, let me look at it, and it was like dipped and sticking up, and she goes, she calls my dad. She goes, you need to come up here,
Yep.
and so then I went to the ER, and yeah.
And then from the ER, you went to dance tryouts, right?
I know. I really wanted to. I did. I still tried like to play. I told my dad, I'm like, I can play basketball. He's like, no, you cannot. And I was like, no. I was like, I'll be good. And he's like, no, you're done.
Yep.
And that's what made me cry. That's when I finally cried, when I found out my
Yeah.
basketball season was probably over.
So anatomy was your favorite subject. Who did you have a favorite teacher?
I did. Actually, she was my anatomy teacher, and I don't know.
Okay, we're
so yeah,
stuck in the anatomy.
She
okay.
is. Well, I don't know if you guys. So Shawnee Mission doesn't have it, but it's called AVID. Blue Valley has it. I think Olathe has it. And it's like a program, and you get selected to be in it in like 8th grade. And so I was selected to be in it. And so I had her like all 4 years through high school.
Okay.
And it kind of just was like a college readiness class, and it definitely helped me because it pushed me to take harder classes. And so she's actually the reason why I became a teacher. Is because she just
cool.
like, she believed in me when I was like not really sure like about the harder, like math and science were not my jam. That was not, I knew I had to work harder at it, and it wasn't my best. And so she was just kind of always
Did you say
one that
math
like,
and science?
yeah, math
Okay,
and science,
math and
not, yeah. And so she was just kind of one that was always like, you can do this. Like, you're very capable, and just always believed in me. And so she was kind of like a main reason why I really wanted to get into teaching. So yeah.
And
Well, now
it's
it's
a-
Lagrody's her last name, but yep, Jennifer Lagrody. She was my anatomy teacher.
Do you still
and
keep
Avid.
in contact with?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, every once in a while, every year on Facebook, she like posts during Teacher Appreciation Week, like if we had her like to comment on it, and so I'll
Yeah.
comment on it every year and update her.
That's cool. When you did the track and field in high school, did you guys ever take state? I mean, were you guys state champions or?
We did. I will say senior year was a little bittersweet. We were going in at KU Relays, the top fastest time in Kansas, and we had one of our top seniors, like key component to our team, get hurt. And so just our time was a little slower, and we kind of had to have some alternates. And so we should have won state. Our time, our second meet of the season, was faster than the winning time at state.
Oh.
Dang.
And so that was kind of hard.
What event?
4x4.
Okay.
We still placed. We got fourth. So we got fourth. And then I got third in the open 400. Our 4x1 dropped the baton.
Oh,
Third to fourth leg dropped it. Wasn't me. I was second, so I was in the clear. But I saw it, and I like noticed we weren't there, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was, but yeah.
I
Junior
gave
year,
us this lead, and you guys just go and do that.
It was. I was like, we were like in it. I was like, we could have been on the podium. But
Yeah.
so that was kind of tough to swallow. But I was like, well, I got other events I got to focus on. So, but yeah, that was kind of a tough pill to swallow, is knowing that we could have been first.
And what were the other events that you did?
So in high school, I did long jump, 4x1, 4x4, and 400. Long jump, I stopped after my senior year. I was like, the shin splints, I was like, this, I'm
Oh,
not doing
yeah.
this in college.
Oh.
I was like, oh yeah. So I've like, when kids like come up to me with shin splints, I'm like, I mean, I have sympathy for them because I know it hurts, but also I'm like, you can still do a workout because I did one. I was like, you'll be okay. Also, they don't want to listen. I'll tell them exactly what to do, and they don't do it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
Well, that's yeah.
if you don't do it, then yeah.
See, we didn't know what track really was like because the kids never really got into track until you did track in high school.
That's Mark. Yeah.
And so the first year that you were there, that you went to state,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't stay. We came to watch you. We thought, okay, great. And we missed it. You guys the boys ended up winning state.
That was the year they won state. What
Yeah.
year was that?
16.
2016.
Okay.
So he was there. He was on that team, and we had no clue. We could have been there and joined the win, and we didn't know.
It
that you
is.
stay the whole time until the end.
You do. I will say, I told my parents, I'm like, thank you guys for staying for all my track meets, because it's a late night, and I did long jump, so they were there from the beginning till the very end. I had stuff in between too, but
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Well-
they were there for like 10 hours.
Didn't you not help out with North Relays prior? Like, or did you start only helping out after I was in it?
They didn't volunteer.
Well,
Yeah, no, until you.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean,
that.
just
I
as a
thought you were
spectator, though, just there to, we just thought we'd go and see you, and you did your thing, and then we didn't stay, and now I'm
To be
like,
fair, that's how all
regretting.
To be fair, that's how all throwers felt too. Is like once our events are the first ones of the whole day. So you're like, once we're done, we're like, we're not
Yeah.
gonna stay for.
but that's not team. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad
like,
you stayed and you were part of that, but
Yeah.
I will say the throwers would always make me mad in college because they'd always eat all of our food. And then by the 4x4, I had nothing left. And I'm like, I'm starving here. And they would, there was one time they ordered food, like a bunch of food, which after the 4x4, I'm like, a pizza's like the last thing I low-key want to eat. I'm like, that makes me, like, also then you have a 5-hour bus ride back. Like, no thanks. But there was one time I was like starving and there was nothing left. Like all the pizza, pasta, everything. I said,
Just crust,
literally, I was like, cool.
which are really breadsticks,
I'll tell you what though,
Pretty much.
curved.
the freaking long distance can eat more than the throwers can.
You know, long distance, I've learned a lot from long distance people, especially in college. They're
They're wild.
wild. Our conference part, so like we won conference quite a bit when I was at Pitt.
Yeah.
So we'd always have a conference party, that night, usually. And man, the distance, they're always the first ones there. Like in the middle of the dance floor. Just, yeah, distance runners.
They
are
got a lot of
built different.
energy.
So what'd you
They do
run
have a lot
at
of-
Pitt?
The 400 and 4x4.
Okay.
And occasionally I would get to run the 200, which I love that. So usually once a year I'd run it indoor and outdoor. And like there was one meet that we knew we were going to break the school record. And so my coach just had me run the 4x4, like that meet, so that we were
Yeah.
fresh. And so those were always the great days. I'm like, I have one event today. I'm like, I don't know what this is like. And then I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I did 4 events in high school. Because like 2 events in college, like I was cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were getting older.
I was like,
Well,
by
those
the
are the
time I was-
prime. That's prime.
by the time I was 23, because I was considered like the grandma senior because I was 23 when I graduated.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I'm like, which I thought was old. And now I'm like, what did I think?
Well,
I
what
was
is it?
thinking? I was like, what? I was like, wow. I was like, I should have slapped myself for saying that. But my body was done for a while.
What year was it when you guys were? You did become a champ, right, up at Pitt?
Yep. So
What year is that?
2016 was when they won the girls did national championship. So that was my junior year there.
Okay.
Yep. And so, so I was on the indoor nationals team, but not the outdoor. We didn't make it in the 4x4 for outdoor nationals. So
Okay.
that year. So yeah, I think we were like, they take like top 13 and we were like 16th, I think. So yeah, so we didn't make it outdoor, but the girls that did go, yeah. So they won that year. And then they've won a few since then.
Do you have a nickname in college? I mean, because Boone is just such high quality
Thank you.
material.
I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, did you? Was there no nickname?
My friends call me Liv. So Liv Boone. Like I feel like now that's like all people call me is Boone.
Boone.
They
Like,
should have said live, laugh, run.
someone actually has said live, laugh, something with me before. So my roommates and I, we did have a nickname. We were Live 1 and Live 2. So
Your roommate's name was Liv too?
So my 2 other best friends are named Olivia.
Oh,
And
geez.
so before we call us an Oreo because there's 2 of us that are biracial and one was
Yeah,
white.
yeah,
So
we
we're
got
like,
it. No, we
I
got
was like,
it.
so we got an Oreo. I was like,
Didn't
and
have to
then
explain that.
And then we were like, so then finally people like we'd be out and they were like, which one of them, so she was my roommate, and she was like, people would be like, oh my gosh, are you twins? I'm like, we both just told you our name's Olivia.
Yeah, we're twins. We're twins with the same name.
I was
It's-
like, no. And so, but yeah, so no, we would go out. And so finally we were like, let's be like Live 1 and Live 2 for Halloween. And so people started calling us that. Well, then when like the third Olivia came into the picture, so then we were like, we literally changed our Twitter names to Live 1, 2, and 3. And that's how people would associate us.
What's the Dr. Seuss?
Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Thing
That's
one
what
and
We
it
Thing
is.
literally,
two.
we literally got shirts made so we looked like them. We had like red leggings and then like the blue and white top, and it says Live 1 and Live 2 on it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cute.
And that's how people like still to this day people, which technically, so like
That's cool.
order wise, I should be 2, but Live 2 doesn't like odd numbers.
Oh.
So I said I
Oh,
would be live
good.
3.
Oh.
As far as Pitt, what's one of your greatest memories of attending
Ooh,
Pitt State?
there's a lot. But I would say my top ones. One of the football games. Like I think there was a year that my house was like right by the bar. So like we had a friend that were right by the stadium, and we'd always tailgate there, and then go to stadium tailgate, and then just the games, the atmosphere there. I think like there is nothing compared to game day in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yes, you
So
need to have
Jose
a
would-
conversation with our daughter.
I
Yeah,
will.
we try
Yeah.
to.
Oh yeah, it's like there's just something about the atmosphere in Pitt that's just like
Yeah. So Jose went to Pitt
I
State
was
as
gonna say,
well.
if you're
so-
having that conversation now, you're too late.
It's already started.
If you're just now having that conversation, you're too late.
Okay, so.
You're
No,
too
I'm
late.
saying on her drinking habits.
Oh no, it's just her.
Oh, with
No, it's just her wanting to. Well, okay, that's part of it, obviously, but like, she just doesn't. She has no interest in going, I guess, to the game. I mean, like,
The games
it's
are
really
the
not about the
best.
game.
oh see,
So
I was
a
like
lot
the rare
happens
one
in
that
that
I wanted to
parking
be in
lot.
there.
I
by
wanted to
game.
focus.
A lot
You wanted to
happens
watch.
after
Oh,
the
I was
game.
one of the
Go.
ones
We're
that
gonna
like
go
I
this year.
actually liked watching the games. Like I
Yeah.
was one of the like I'm not a like I love tailgating, but I'm like I enjoy football. I grew up with football, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm there to like watch. And a lot of like my guy friends played on the team, because some of them did track too. The games there were just like they're awesome. Then I also think too, I will say breaking the school record in the 4x4.
Yeah.
And then I broke the I was on the distance medley relay, and we broke the school record in that, and that was just like a really cool, I
Cool
think,
thing to
memory that like and just the girls
That's
like just like the hard work. But yeah, I would say definitely like game days. I think are just like my best memories. I was actually texting Olivia the other day, and I was
Which
just
one?
like, which one? Olivia too.
Okay.
The one I lived
Just
with.
wanna make
Yep,
sure,
yep,
yeah.
the one I lived with. So yeah, I was texting her, and like we had like a game day ritual where we like wake up, we'd have our coffee, we'd like make breakfast, we'd like play music, and then we just get the day going right.
Then get hammered.
And then
That was
I was a
going on at
responsible-
Jose's fraternity.
I
That's-
went to one game in 4.5 years.
I say yeah, the fraternity guys didn't go to those.
Tailgate a lot of games.
And
but
you know what? I
one
got
game
it.
in 4.5
that
years.
might have been the game that we all went to. I think it was like a family. What the
Oh,
Family
no,
day?
2. My bad. Then the 2.
Oh,
Wait, Jose,
yeah.
when
I
were
know
you
we
there?
11 through 15.
So you were there the same time as me.
It-
I was there 12 through 17.
2 games.
2 games.
I was in the fraternity that was right behind.
Oh yeah, where you guys watch from your roof.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
what it was.
Great tailgate spot.
And the
You
okay,
just
I will say
walk
so. The
right on
tailgating,
over?
the tailgating was really good then, and then it got bad
I
for a little
know.
bit because my freshman year there was a big old fight.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep, cops got called. It was a whole ordeal. So then they got
Dang.
strict.
Wait, like big old fight amongst
The
Pitt?
students?
No, it was.
well, there was
It's
multiple.
always people from like outside of Pittsburgh coming in.
How much of it
causing
outside of
trouble.
Pittsburgh?
there was a
is
shooting there
I
that
believe
weekend.
a
What?
cop got
So-
hit with like a beer can or something like that, and that's
And
what
then
they
two
girls
took it
started a
clamped
fight,
down.
and
That was the
then-
only thing you can pick up at the time. Was just a beer can.
A kid got hit by a car. There was one
Damn,
year.
someone threw a car.
Wow.
Yeah, there was some stuff that went down. I don't know. I was in the game watching, so I was good.
That's cool.
Huh.
So then you graduated Pitt. You were influenced by your anatomy teacher to become an
Teacher.
educator.
Yep, an educator.
Right. That's cool. You are now teaching what grade?
So I'm 3rd grade this year. I was first, and now I switched it up.
How many years have you been-
Because you lived 3, so it makes
So
sense.
yeah. So I was
Third
like,
grade.
we gotta make it. Yeah, exactly.
Live 3rd grade.
That's exactly what
So
I
do
did.
you like to be called an educator or a teacher?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not
Same
picky.
thing. No.
Yeah, it really. Yeah,
You're not. You're competitive, but you're not picky.
I'm not. I'm like very flexible and laid back. But when it comes to like, if it's time to win, then we're
Yeah.
winning.
So like the
Yeah,
class,
did you just call me a teacher or an educator? Okay.
so like those class assignments where each class, like the grades, have some kind of competition between
Oh,
everybody else.
we're
Hey guys, I
winning.
need you to come together. We need to sell the most cookie dough this year. All right, I'm not losing because of you.
Oh, field
We
day.
need to sell spices.
Oh,
we used to
yes.
sell spices.
You sell
Spices.
We sold spices in elementary school. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but I don't know how we did that, but yeah, we sold spices.
Spices. I didn't even know that was a.
Yeah, it was a box that you know how people back in the day we used to have boxes of candy. You open up and a bunch of candy. We opened up boxes and there was like spices, just like 20 different.
Spices.
Baggies, like
No, the shaker
bag-
shakers.
People bought 'em?
Yes.
You got a bag of oregano?
You guys didn't do that in the elementary?
I
You
don't
got that
know.
loud.
Like,
That loud oregano.
you used it. You used it right. You used it right.
Anyway,
You're learning.
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm adapting.
How's your school year going so far?
It's good. It's been
What are we in week 3?
Yeah, like less than
Right?
a month. A month.
yeah, almost
Something like
yeah,
that,
something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's been
Minute
good.
you're ready for it to be over.
I hear
get
great.
it.
I hear great stories from this one, so that's why I'm asking you.
I say it's been an adjustment. I'll say. I think this year, I love third grade, and it's definitely fun. But we've gotten we're not as sweet as first graders. I would necessarily say. I love that. I love the personalities. You can be sarcastic with them, which I love.
Yeah.
And they're independent. I'm like, oh yeah, like. It's just a very different dynamic. Like first grade, we're always holding hands, touching. I mean, they're just, always by you.
Yeah.
And so this time I'm like, oh, you guys are like working and don't need my help. Like it's different, but
Yep.
it's been an adjustment, I think, in some areas, but it's good. We're getting there though.
That's cool.
They like to talk a lot,
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay. So before we get out of the school, so you were an outstanding educator award from Pittsburgh State. That's awesome. When was
you.
that? Was that last year?
Yes. So last year.
So Pittsburgh State.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was not expecting to get nominated, one for the district, and then to win the whole award. I mean, just the nomination itself, I was like super honored that Shawnee Mission picked me, because they can only pick one educator in the Shawnee Mission School District for elementary and then one for secondary.
Okay, so that one we're talking about this year, right?
So not this year. That was from last. So yeah. So last year was Because are you talking about the one that I just recently found out about?
Yeah. That one as well. But okay,
Yeah.
so last year
Pitt
was
picks.
So Pitt, what they do is they send out like an email to all the school districts
Okay.
around, and each school district can pick one elementary and one secondary to
okay.
nominate.
okay.
And then it goes from there, and then so I was the
Okay.
one nominated for elementary for Shawnee Mission.
Nice.
And then I remember I was sitting in my room and I was on my plan time and I was like, saw a call from Pittsburgh, Kansas, and I was like,
I turned it on my books. I paid
I was
everything
like,
I needed.
Nowadays, those are spam.
they are, yeah, they are. So, but I had it because I knew
I
it
don't
was like
get
I was
any of
gonna
those.
find out in March, and
You
so
didn't
I
go
was
to
like,
college.
I think this is it. And then I saw how your voicemail says now what
Yes,
they're saying,
uh-huh.
and that's when I saw and I said, oh my gosh, I was talking to one of my coworkers. I said, I think this is about my award, and she goes, well, answer it.
Yeah.
So,
and,
yeah.
and then Rose Hill, right? The congrats on the
Thank you.
24-25
Thank you.
Teacher of the Year.
Thank you. That
That's
was
awesome.
I had no idea. And then when she started reading the letter, then I realized I was like, oh, this is about me. I was
That's
like,
cool.
So yeah, it was a very special honor, and it was really cool because one of the nomination letters that she wrote was somebody that I long-term subbed at Rose Hill,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I literally got done student teaching like December 8th or so, and I started student or long-term subbing.
That's a great day, by the way.
Is it your birthday?
It is.
Well, happy early. I'll know that now. December 8th.
No, you won't. You would
I'm
definitely
good
Easy to
with birthday.
forget.
I'm a birthday person.
Unless it reminds you.
I'm a birthday person, so
She don't even know. She put him wrong in the calendar.
hey, it happens.
It's a mistake. Yes, I know when your birthday is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I was for a second.
No.
It's like a little okay. Harsh.
Let's let's move forward a little bit. Are you a betting person?
I will say I've never bet. The only time is my friend's husband. We went on a trip to Colorado a couple of years ago, and he was like, "Do you guys want to bet on the spread?" And it was like during the college bowl games and stuff. So I bet a little bit on that, but other than that, I've never actually bet.
No.
I'm too scared. Like I feel like I know it, and then I back out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
So
a little
how,
nervous.
I mean, but how far would you go on a bet?
I'll like.
Not
Like,
it doesn't
Jose-
have
like-
to be just money bet, but like
Oh, okay.
Oh, doesn't have to be a money bet.
Yeah. So Jose,
Oh.
what's the one that just popped up here?
there's one popping around the internet right now of a Florida State Knowles fan who was so confident that they were going to beat Boston College this last Saturday.
Yeah.
Now the Knowles went 0-2 in their first two games with I think he's the third or fourth rated quarterback in college football before the season started. Now they're 0-3. Chris, can you put that picture up on the screen?
Por favor. Yeah, because
So this was his bet here.
If Florida State loses
Yeah,
to
I'm not
BC
going that
this
far.
weekend, I will eat dog shit out of a red Solo cup with a spoon and post a video of me doing it.
book it.
Well, they lost, and the internet is hunting this guy down. Before halftime, he had deleted his Twitter and messaged his friends like, "I'm gonna be gone for a while. I can't do this shit." And he's got like
it's a real thing.
news outlets like Barstool and things. They're trying to track him down through his remaining phone
Yeah.
number,
So he got-
Snapchat, everything.
Yeah, I read today he just deleted all his social media. He's nowhere to be found.
He's at his home with the.
It's
Who
Oh
knows?
yeah.
It's such a meme now that like the internet wants this. They're like, get him out here. We need to see this happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Just
never
why-
go that far.
And
never,
everyone's
never.
like,
I would never go that far.
You're
That's-
the one that set it up.
Yeah.
Nobody prompted
You
it.
know what?
Nobody-
What's wrong with just getting a tattoo, a Florida State
That's what I'm saying. Like a tattoo. Like
or a few shots of this and that, or
The Super Bowl tattoos are always funny when they don't win.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are good
I
ones.
will say it's crazy now because like this guy, I don't know how many followers he had initially, but you could go from him like maybe like you had like 300 followers. Like you like just posting
a normal person.
Yeah, and you just like to maybe say some
Yeah,
out of
no,
pocket stuff.
he wasn't.
Exactly.
Big
And
at all.
then this, and then it takes off, and like you're stuck in a hole, man. You're like the internet's coming.
He's got to
at
change his name.
everything.
you. Like they won't let it down. For
They
at
want
least the
blood.
rest of the season.
They want blood. I'm telling you, it's all over Twitter. Everybody's looking for him. They're
As
finding
they should. I mean, that's a
everything.
pretty big.
Now
He just put it all out
He
there.
really did put it all
and
out
now-
there. So at
now
that
he's
point, I'm
gotta-
like, buddy,
He was
I don't know if I
confident.
feel so bad
For
for
me,
you.
he was confident, but
They-
they're saying
I
that.
like to think there's an upside here, though. If he goes through, if
How are we going? Okay, I gotta hear this one.
if he goes through with it,
Okay.
I bet he then will develop some kind of like then. What's the word?
You
Just
know
kinda
what?
like
Following.
If he was maybe
He's gonna be like,
You gotta
top
be
two of
clever.
you.
yeah, like there's
Yes,
something.
it's
There's
gonna be
something.
a-
There's
yeah.
something
Yes.
that's gonna. I mean, unfortunately, you will be known as the guy that ate shit out of Reds, but you have this kind of like popularity.
It's now
But-
legend that if he doesn't do this, they're going to be cursed with the dog shit curse.
So
the school,
So,
gonna
so,
blame him.
so the school is gonna find him and make him do this. If
On the
what's gonna-
field.
Break it.
they're
Yeah,
gonna-
to break
they're
the
gonna-
curse.
If they have to force feed him,
The internet's a
yeah,
wild
yeah.
place, man. I love it.
Yeah, he's got to try to do something to get out of it, or just fucking do it. Just why not? You know, just like
what
you
do you
said.
mean?
Just
They
do
got,
it. I
they've
mean,
got
he'll be an
memes of
he will be an internet sensation even if he throws up or he just doesn't work out.
they've got
He might
memes
like
of
it.
stepbrothers, you know, where
Yeah,
the,
when he-
the,
the
guy,
white-
the
yeah.
kid makes him lick the shit.
the white dog shit.
Someone's just gonna have to force feed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna tie him down. Something.
He said with the spoon and a solo cup, like he gave way too many details.
like it's
of-
ice cream.
Like
Yeah,
a
oh
Frosty
my
from
God.
Wendy's.
He set himself up for that one at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
just go to Wendy's, put a Frosty in it. Just
Now, if someone
there's
starts.
so many different
Throw
things you
some
could make
corn
it
in
look
there.
like that. Like, come
Right.
on, get
a
creative.
melted Snickers, you know.
yeah,
Just,
something. Just
Yeah.
make it happen.
Okay, so the
He made
moral
it
of the
worse when
story
he
is
removed
don't
his text.
make a bet that you
Don't go
can't.
too
You
wild.
can't keep.
It's
Yeah, I
cookie,
don't.
but I mean, the guy was confident though. That's
He
the
was
thing.
confident.
They're also using the video of The Office where Kevin eats the broccoli for the first time.
And they're like, why did you start it on that end?
They go, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Let me see.
It's a new food to me. How else should I eat it? Yeah.
Maybe if someone starts throwing money around, maybe he'll do it. Like,
So,
it's just-
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
so
you know, I guarantee there's got to be people flooding his DMs like, I'll pay you this much to
That's
do
it.
it.
He
Like,
shut
Yeah.
it all down. They're gonna find him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna do it, but they're gonna find
Fucking
him.
maybe Netflix is gonna come out and say, dude,
3, 2,
we gotta
1,
get you.
no.
Oh,
we
yeah.
could we could do
3,
this.
2,
They'd
1,
be coming out
no.
with
They're looking
everything
for him.
now.
Oh, I
Yep.
was
Like
so
this-
quick to do it.
If there was a GoFundMe
There's gotta
to
be money
do
involved.
it to like
Or
convince him.
He'll do it like LeBron announcing
You know
he's
there's
going
gonna
to
be somebody
Miami.
doing
Whereas a whole ESPN special.
He
You know
probably
what?
could have gone out.
We
if
were
he-
sitting
Should
in
I
this
just-
room.
Should I
that
just
night.
disappear?
He could have gotten out if he just said, "All right, I was wrong. I take it back. I'm not doing this."
No,
But no,
he
he
put
had
a
to
book
delete
in.
everything.
He put book it in there. Oh no,
you can't do
Yeah,
that.
you
You can't
said
just
book
say
on
I'm
business.
You can't say
He
I'm
did.
wrong. That's
Oh man.
Yeah, you will
Sorry,
never
my
find me go that
bad.
far.
My bad. Sorry.
there was no like, there was no hint of like, oh JK, and that's in
Any
that.
kidding. Yeah,
No.
there's no
That
joking.
was
He
in
was
like-
there.
serious.
Idiot.
I'm like, buddy.
You just say, "I'm not doing that."
So we'll
So-
be coming with updates in the next few weeks.
Okay.
They're gonna
That'd be
find
cool.
him.
I'm gonna have to go look at this up now.
They're gonna find
They're
this
gonna
Yeah.
hire a private detective and just find him.
His friends will sell him out.
Probably
Oh,
had to
yeah.
quit his job. Like, there's no way he's doing his normal shit.
I know, right?
Dude,
No way.
you know, ridiculous. Like, imagine if the internet came together like this for like murder mysteries. Like people,
They do. Oh,
I know, but I
they
mean, like
do.
they go to higher degrees for stuff like this than they do for that. You know, I mean, there's sleuths out there, but more people will rally behind the dumbest thing to get.
Catch the Taylor
Yeah.
Swift mob.
It's the
Oh
power
my
of the
God,
internet.
they will break down everything into
Which
every
is
second
wild.
and frame of this. We don't need to go down the rabbit hole, but did you
I
see the
know.
news today?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
What?
There's
Tell
pic-
me, is
there's-
it true?
Pictures of a supposed contract that is showing the date that their relationship's supposed to end, so people are thinking that it was staged the whole time.
Wait,
I
so
called it a long time ago.
Same.
No, wait. No, I said they're gonna get married.
so it's fake? I don't think
Well,
so.
that's what they're saying.
Well,
I
we'll
can
find out.
I can print out a piece of paper that looks like a contract with the date. Like you don't know where it came from, but
Right.
it is the PR firm that the Kelseys are represented by.
Yeah, I did.
I was
see
never on
something
the
like
band.
that.
I mean, I never got on. I
You
never really
didn't?
fully. No, I never believed. I mean, I felt like there was something to it.
Let's go down that rabbit hole. The NFL just put out a preview video for the season,
Okay.
minute and a half long, and people are upset that in the video it showed last year's MVP Lamar Jackson 1 time, but Taylor Swift 5 times.
Oh,
They were an important part of the end of the year, though.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson was out at some point, you know?
huh.
Yeah. I get tired of seeing those kind of memes that, oh, this person has already had 2 Super Bowls and your quarterback hasn't been to one yet. Fuck, they ain't even playing football.
You know, it's always the people that haven't done a sport that wants to say stuff like that. That like, there's certain people I can't watch football games with because I'm like, have you ever been in this position? No. Shut up. No.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Tell them, Boone.
I do. I
Hey.
don't tolerate
Yeah.
that.
Look,
So the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
Of course. Of course, we are going. Okay, I'm not going to say we're going to
I
win
feel
it,
like
but
Cowboys
we're going.
fans say that every year
You know, and you're not the only person to say that.
because they do say it every year and it never happens.
You know
They
what?
choke. I'm
And-
sorry, they had the chance to go.
You know what? I
further
said
this
it.
year.
I said it 4 times in 91, 92, 93. I said it a lot, and it was working. It
worked.
It hadn't worked since. Yeah,
Well, Mario,
but,
are you willing to put a bet on that and
Yeah.
with the solo cup?
Oh, damn. I was going to go that dark.
Damn.
Put a bet on
If
it.
That was
Netflix
your
can
one.
get involved, maybe I could.
Put a bet on it.
Oh god.
Solo
Yeah,
cup?
Bet.
Why are you trying to make him eat shit? You kiss that guy.
What's a food you hate? What's a food you absolutely hate?
A food that I hate. I don't hate foods. It's nothing I don't like.
Let's
I
just
don't
get
know.
a
It's
whole
good
bag
question.
of those.
You know what? We can come back to that. But
Let's just get a bag of every flavored jelly bean.
Oh, the ones that you don't know.
Bean
Yeah.
boozled.
Bean boozled. Yeah.
Oh,
have you ever done that?
That makes
No,
me- that
but
makes
I've
me
heard
sick.
want
like
to?
some of them are disgusting.
It makes me. It made me sick.
You want
last
to?
time I did
Where
it.
are the jelly beans at anyway?
They're
I have a
upstairs.
wheel that we spin, and we tried it one time, and apparently people didn't like it, but it was fun.
We made our guest throw up.
Oh, well, she was my niece. It was okay.
They made me. They made me.
So I gotta perform tonight, so I can't.
Oh,
even-
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
We're on a
Well,
losing
you know
streak.
what? Speaking of,
You're on a
okay,
losing
since we're
streak. Maybe that
on a
wine
losing
will
streak
help.
right now.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, we're on
You're-
a losing streak.
What's your
So
team
you know
name?
what? So are the Royals.
They are.
What's your team name?
Shit.
So we were gonna be named. Gosh, what was it? I'm gonna forget it now. It was a good one. Oh, Big Dig Energy.
Yep.
That's what it was. But
That was close.
But for some reason they signed up late, so we're just Team Hercules, which is the last name of my friend.
His last name is
Oh.
Hercules.
Yeah.
That is a
That's a
good
good
name.
name.
Yeah.
Great last name.
I know. So his
That's a
wife, like,
real
we're
last
really
name?
good friends, and so I still have yet to change her name to Hercules because I just have her maiden name still on my phone.
Oh, you know what'd be cool? If I had a friend named Hercules, I would have this ringtone that said, where, in what movie was it where the Hercules. Was that
Hercules?
Norbit?
What is it?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. It's my
Oh.
Big
what?
Mama?
Nutty
No.
Professor. Nutty Professor.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You guys familiar with that scene?
I'm
Do it
trying to
again.
think of it.
How
Oh,
did it
it's
go?
great.
It was a mama.
I know. How did it go?
The little
Yes.
boy. The little boy. Hercules. Hercules.
He's
Hercules,
dancing?
Hercules.
Yeah, at the dinner table, I think.
Yeah.
That's a great scene.
It's a
We'll
great
put that
movie.
clip in there, Zay.
It's a really good movie.
Anyway, are we ready for are you guys ready for tomorrow night, Thursday night, NFL?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Where are you
Yeah.
watching the game?
I think my friend and I are gonna go watch it somewhere. We haven't decided yet, but
Okay.
so usually I'd go to my dad's or one of my friends' houses. But
Yeah.
tomorrow night, yeah, her.
Yeah, it's I think it's a good way to start the NFL season,
It is. I always like when they have. I love a good Thursday night game.
especially with the champs playing against because they faced the Ravens, I think, in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
But-
it'll be a good game. I think it's gonna be a close game though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good.
Who's their quarterback? He makes me nervous.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Always.
Yeah.
He's a heck of an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm ready. I'm ready for football season. I've been
Yeah.
ready.
Jose,
You
you
ever
ready for-
wonder
Speak to me.
how? I mean, yes, he plays some great football, and they've been contenders for the last few years. But his game is so different than what it was when he was in college.
You know what? Okay. Before we get into that, I was one who didn't watch college football. I think back then, I don't even know who he played for.
Louisville.
Oh, he played for Louisville. Okay. Because I didn't start watching college football till, when you were in college, okay, I watched Pitt State, and I knew people who went there before you did. And then Marty went to K-State, and then that's when I really started to get into the college football.
I think
So-
he did.
I couldn't even tell you what
Him
year.
and Deshaun Watson played. I don't know if it was championship game, maybe first
They
round of the
played-
playoffs. Yeah, and that was a
College.
hell of a game.
Really?
Yeah, Clemson
See,
and Louisville.
that would be cool to go back for me to go to watch college football. Besides Pitt State, who else do you keep up with in college? Do you watch
OU.
college
I'm
football?
a big OU fan.
Oh, yeah, are you around?
Yep, OU. KU just because my dad has season tickets. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, I do like watching Colorado because I like Deion Sanders.
Nice.
So-
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So yep, I enjoy watching them now play.
He won a Super Bowl with the Cowboys.
He did.
Thank you.
I'll give you. I like Dak Prescott. I like CeeDee Lamb because he's OU.
Oh, yeah.
So I
There
do
you
like
go.
CeeDee Lamb.
I
But
forgot about that.
yeah, Baker
Cool.
Mayfield's probably one of my favorites. So
He is.
yes, I'm a big Baker fan.
He's so
I know a lot of
overrated.
people- I know a lot
He's
of-
ass.
I don't see. I just feel like he hasn't been set up for success with the teams he's been on.
I thought
There
he
are
was
people
going
that
to.
have been set up less that have done more.
So I just think that he.
Okay, we're not going to
He
debate
was a
this here. right?
Heisman.
We're
He
not
was a
going down there.
Heisman winner.
Yeah.
He was
a
the
Heisman Trophy
shit,
winner, right?
and then he shit the bed. He shit into a
You know
red
what, but
solo
he's still
cup.
playing.
He
He
shit
is.
into a red solo cup.
No.
But he's still playing.
So that's why I was saying. I'm like they're in the NFL. I'm
Okay.
not. So
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
But Jose, you were getting ready to say about the Lamar Jackson. He's not playing the same that he used to play in college.
In college, he was a lot of a running quarterback.
Right.
He would still throw bombs
Yeah.
decently, but now he's much more of a pocket quarterback.
And is that because of the style of play of the NFL?
Probably a little bit the NFL, a little bit the coaching staff, but even more just when you're worth that much. There's no reason for him to risk his body
Mm-hmm.
running it when he's got receivers they pay millions of dollars to catch
Well,
the
that's
ball.
true.
that's what
Yeah.
Running
Orion's job
backs
is
to,
for.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
It's just less necessary. He can still pop out when he needs to, but just it's night and day of the different. Because he was leading the nation in rushing yards at one point too. Like he was running that much in college.
As a quarterback, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I thought, if I'm not mistaken, I think he led in rushing for the team last year, for the Ravens last year.
Yeah, that's what I think it was all of college football for a little while, not
Really?
the whole season, but he was running
That's right.
in
I think
games.
his first year he did a lot more running.
Yeah,
He
he
did too,
was
yeah.
he was a running quarterback.
And that's why he scares me. Yeah.
Because he can run. Yeah, and once
Yeah.
he's gone, he's gone.
He has options. he's
He's
got good receivers.
big,
He's
too.
got-
At least tall. I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
how thick he is, but he's
Yeah.
a big guy.
So yeah, it will be a good game tomorrow.
They will.
yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to the NFL season,
Mm-hmm.
as always. Speaking of NFL, Halloween's like right around the corner too.
It is.
It's crazy. You go to Home Depot and boom, everything's up. Where was I yesterday? Oh, Walmart. They already have all the costumes going and
Oh yeah,
everything. You like what's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Okay,
Christmas is my favorite.
We just took
I
a
love,
left turn.
which I'd say Hobby Lobby already has their Christmas stuff out. Which I'm like, but I'm also a Christmas person. I'm not the day after Halloween I put my stuff up. I have to get through Thanksgiving, and then
Oh.
the next day, then I can put my Christmas stuff up. But
Okay,
I
so
feel like
you wait for the next day.
I do. I feel like though Thanksgiving needs to have fall things. It's not Christmas yet, so I'm
Sure.
not. I love as much as I love Christmas.
Okay.
I wait though. But yeah,
That's
but I know that's what we got to figure out our teacher costumes.
Are you a fan of dressing up?
I do like dressing up. I think
Okay.
it's fun. I enjoy it. Every
For Christmas?
Yeah, I could dress as a Christmas tree. Put all the ornaments. No, I love dressing up with the kids on Halloween. I think it's fun. That's the best part about being a teacher.
Yeah.
Is all the spirit days dressing
So we
up.
will be
Oh, yeah.
having a Halloween party this year.
Will you?
Yes. Have you ever heard of our Halloween parties?
I think I feel like
They're
you told us about it.
legendary.
Yes.
Right, nephew?
What are you gonna do down here?
We're going to podcast that night. No, I'm kidding.
No one's coming down here this year.
No, I mean, we'll close it off like we did, so I'm sure the fridge will empty out. Which I still have beer in my fridge upstairs from Halloween last year, which is dope.
So there you go. Just roll over to this year.
Heck yeah.
Beer expires.
No, it doesn't.
100% does.
Do you know how much
Asking
expired
the
beer I had in
alcoholic.
Pittsburgh, Kansas?
It expires.
So you've tasted bad beer?
You know, he
Tastes
worked
like a
at.
Drink
4-year-old
bad beer.
beer.
He worked at.
You drank PBR.
What
No, High Life.
Well, Miller High Life?
Yeah.
That was your grandpa's drink. That shit was
Champagne
good.
of beer.
That
Jose,
used to
what-
clear me out.
what liquor store did you work at there?
Pit discount, the drive-through.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was there with my. That's like looking back. So this is where I started. I started out with $4 wine. It wasn't real wine.
I wasn't gonna
But-
touch on it earlier, but like
Really?
Boone's Farm is the easy go-to for your last name.
It
Like,
is, but I've never
Wait,
had
what's
it.
Boone's Farm?
I've never had Boone's Farm.
It's like
It's a drink?
It's like the just Kool-Aid, pretty
it's like
much
the
of wine.
wine version of Mad Dog 2020.
Yes. Like Busch Light of wine.
It's shitty and
Right.
cheap.
Yeah, I've never had it though. Everyone's like, "Oh, you must drink Boone's Farm." I'm like, "No."
Because that's your last name.
Yeah, but I'm like, I've never tried. I've heard it's awful, so I was like,
Why would I?
You wouldn't
Why
buy
would
it
I?
twice. You know?
No.
You wouldn't-
I also like really dry wine now. I used to love sweet wine, and then the older I got, the more I'm like,
Oh,
Dry all the
maybe,
way.
Maybe that's why people always ask me if I fish.
What?
Yeah.
the fuck?
Because they have a Garcia brand. There's a fishing brand called Garcia.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, the football season is ready. It's coming. It's going. It starts tomorrow night, Thursday. Any predictions? You
How
gonna
about
bet?
how about
How about?
Marcos came home this morning, and he usually stops at McDonald's on his way home from work.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
And he's like, "What was going on? I didn't even get to stop at McDonald's this morning." He said, "There was a long line," and we're like,
The flags.
yes."
Yeah, my dad
Chiefs."
said, yeah, my dad was there. He went to the one off shot. He gets us flags every year.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he always goes and gets them, and so that's like his thing. And so yeah, he was like, oh, it was packed. He said there were players, cheerleaders. He said it was a whole thing, and he's like, I think they're getting ready to go to Hy-Vee next.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Did you get your flag this morning?
No, it sounded stupid though.
I didn't go either.
How are you gonna have Red Fridays and then one time a year have a Red Wednesday? Like,
I will say that just
Just
sounded
red
weird.
days
It
of the
didn't
week?
flow
Like, what
well.
the
Like
fuck?
I don't. I
Right.
mean, don't get me wrong. I wore my red, but like it just was weird. Like you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, Red Fridays is such a thing. So I have a question though. So since you like the Cowboys though, do you like the Chiefs?
I do. I'm a
Okay.
fan.
Okay.
I'm a
That's
fan.
fair.
But I will say, just like I'm sure there's a lot of people that jumped on the bandwagon when Mahomes started winning and they got more fans. I like watching Mahomes play.
Oh yeah, I mean he's so much fun.
You know,
to
I
play.
can. Oh, Kelsey fan
Oh, yeah.
watching him.
Kelsey's one of my
what
favorites.
he's doing, it's cool. Yes, and the Chiefs just picked up Eric Scott Jr.
Saw that.
Baser Linwood kid, who he played with the Cowboys last year. He was on
Okay.
their practice squad,
Hey,
and he got cut. So guess what? The Chiefs brought him home, which is awesome.
I'm
You know,
excited.
I know people that know the family, the Scott family, and I think it's awesome that he was able to come back home, and hopefully he gets to play here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
so
it's dope.
excited.
Yeah.
It was last year, I was heading to Charleston for Thanksgiving, and I had a Kansas City Chiefs sweatshirt on, and the flight attendant goes, so are you a Swiftie or an actual Chiefs fan? And I'm not gonna
Oh.
lie, I was a bit offended. Like, I was kind of like, I said, no, I'm a born and raised Chiefs fan. Like, I was kind of
Yeah.
offended a bit. I was like, no.
Because Indiana didn't have that football team, did they?
No, they had the Colts were just, and they had Peyton Manning. I was
Again,
never a
they
fan
didn't
of
have
Peyton
that
Manning.
Indiana.
No.
They didn't have a
Oh
football
no, we were like we would go to church, and I remember
Sorry
the
about
year,
that, John.
It was the year that the Chiefs. It was like 03 maybe, I think. It was like the Chiefs and the Colts were playing each other.
Oh, that
Oh,
yeah.
And my dad
yeah.
made a lot of bets at church that day.
Oh,
And-
church.
Oh, at church.
He had permission. He had permission.
Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Okay, we're going. We're putting it all in.
I would say he made a lot
Book
of bets
it.
that day, and I think he had to wear like a Colt shirt or something because they lost. And he was telling, I mean, he had our Chiefs flag flying outside. He literally stuck it up in our like little flagpole. Oh yeah, had the Chiefs everything,
Yeah.
and they played an embarrassing game.
Yeah,
It was-
I remember that.
Yeah,
Chiefs were
but
terrible for a long time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they were.
They had, but yeah, I'm actually friends with Dante Hall, and so that's been like fun because I like grew up
Yeah.
like watching him play, and
Yeah.
then
That's a hope. Yeah. There was a time in the '90s where they were really really good. I got to watch them. They had a good team in '95. I remember that because I went to the Thanksgiving game. I think that was the last time the Chiefs and Cowboys played against each other on Thanksgiving Day.
that would be a fun game.
That was fun. It was in the old stadium there in Texas, and yeah, that was really fun.
I say Chiefs game Arrowhead is like there is nothing comparable to Arrowhead. I will say like Arrowhead games are pretty. Where else?
Pitt.
Any other open field?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I just feel like the environment Arrowhead is
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The
It is.
tailgate at Arrowhead
Unmatched.
feeds into that, but
Yeah.
like in the actual stadium?
Oh, I don't know. I've always sat by great people and like had a fun just environment around me.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever worn the opposite jersey though?
never.
When we went in there as Cowboys fans, it's not quite that great of an experience.
I mean, yeah. For you guys
So it's,
or a Raiders fan.
Exactly.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
my brother's friend wore a Packers jersey. They weren't even playing the Packers. They were playing.
I know that you just
I don't
go
even,
in
yeah,
there
he
with
just
your,
was. Yeah.
and then people shit on you. Say you're at the wrong game. Yeah, I'm just supporting my team, coming to watch your team play. I had a free ticket.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so yeah, let's move on a little bit. I still want to know a little bit about you, Boone. What movie never fails to make you cry?
Ooh. Remember the Titans.
I don't. Oh wait, you're asking me, or you? The
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, the movie.
With
Remember the Titans.
Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Yep. That movie, it never fails. It's my favorite, but it gets me every time.
Yeah.
The end when Gary dies. It's just.
Oh, spoiler!
know that I've seen
spoiler!
that.
What?
Spoiler! Yeah, because
I've never
my
seen the whole
gosh.
movie.
I don't know if
I've ever seen it.
I don't remember.
What?
I don't
So
really
you've never
remember.
seen? Okay, well that's on your to do. Well,
Yeah.
So you just ruined it.
Chris, have you ever seen?
Everyone knows he does. Anyways, it's in it.
No, Chris has seen it. Okay.
Oh, there we
Mine
go.
is
great-
The Notebook.
The Notebook is
Yeah.
that one. And what was I watching the other day? It was Safe Haven, another Nicholas Sparks.
So do you put them on to cry, or are you just watching them knowing that you're gonna cry?
I just watch them knowing I'm gonna cry. I don't like to watch movies knowing I'm gonna cry, but I mean, and Remember the Titans, I know I'm going to every time.
I have to watch that.
And just like seeing them come together as a team, it's just really cool what
Yeah.
and I don't know, Coach Boone, maybe that's why I liked it too. That's his name in the movie.
Oh,
Coach
is it?
Boone.
Oh,
My
okay.
dad actually was Coach Boone. He dressed up as Denzel Washington one
Oh,
year for
did he
Halloween
really?
and looked just it was great. Yeah. So
That's funny.
But yeah, I usually don't like to cry during movies, but that's just one that
Gets
it'll
you
get
every
me
time.
every time. Yep, The Notebook too though.
Yeah.
Never fails.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
funny. What was your first job?
I actually worked at Abercrombie Kids in the mall. That was my first job
At Oak Park Mall?
at Oak Park Mall.
Oh, really?
Yep. So yeah, it was.
I do not remember that store.
Well, yeah. Whereabouts was it?
It was. It's a good. I honestly don't even really remember.
Okay.
It
'Cause,
was.
yeah, I'm trying to.
It was down a little further from Abercrombie. I think it was more. It was hidden. It was kind of tucked back.
Oh,
I didn't even
okay.
know there was an Abercrombie Kids, and I knew a couple people that worked there, and I just needed a job, and they're like, "You'll get hired right away," and
Nice.
so it was. Yeah, little pay. That's and little not the. And you smelled like their cologne, like
Oh.
the whole because
Really?
they literally spray it like every 30 minutes. That's like part of the job description. You have to spray it
Oh, really?
every 30 minutes, so the store smells like it.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. It was, and then like if they didn't have enough people at Hollister, then you'd have to like they'd be like, oh, we have too many people here, so like you can go and work at Hollister, and I'm like, I don't know their like policy. They're like, oh, it's fine.
Really?
And so so sometimes they would I only worked there for a year, and then
Huh.
then I was like, I'm good. This isn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Abercrombie Kids and Oak Park Mall was, I don't even know if it's there anymore.
I don't think so.
It was
think-
way too
yeah.
overpriced. I'm like,
Sounds like a '90s store.
Abercrombie's on the comeback now with clothes.
Is it?
Yeah, they've totally revamped and changed
I don't
their
think
style.
I've ever owned anything with that title. I can't even say the name.
I didn't until this past year, and I was like knocking.
Abercrombie.
People are like, "No, you should try Abercrombie," and I'm like,
Abercrombie.
"Guys, have you seen their clothes?" And now I'm like, they're actually. I mean, they're still expensive, but I'm like, "Oh, this is like adult clothes, not like teeny boppers."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's funny.
Abercrombie kids.
How many apps do you have on your phone?
Ooh, Sandy, do you mind bringing me my phone? That's right. I don't have that many
No?
compared to most people.
Okay, well then let
Like,
me
what
let me
kind
ask
of,
you this:
What kind of apps though are you talking about?
What social media app do you use the most? Maybe let me ask you that.
TikTok. I
Yeah,
will
you're a
say
TikTok-
TikTok is
A TikToker?
I love getting my recipes off there, and classroom ideas.
Off of
Oh.
TikTok?
That's fair.
Yes,
That's more Pinterest, isn't it?
So it's kind of like, but people are just like recording themselves, like
They
making
just
their
do
like.
it now.
They just
you know
do
what?
it.
They just
You're
do
right.
it.
I did. I used that today actually. There's something that I saw and I was like, ooh, I need to try that.
Yeah. So I use TikTok. I mean, it's bad though, cause like, and I'll go down a rabbit hole. I'll go down
Yes.
like at night. It's so bad, and I'll be sitting. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to bed, cause then like, I mean, a lot of teacher stuff pops up that's like so relatable. I'm like, oh, I can relate to that, and then. But yeah, recipes have been like my new thing with TikTok and classroom ideas. That's how I got like a lot of like some classroom management strategies.
Very random. Did you ever know that girl that went a little bit viral from Pitt?
Which one?
The teacher that was reading out like shit that her students said about her.
But there's a girl from Pitt that was doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? See, that's the thing. I need to start doing that.
I think
see
she did like
teachers-
one video, but it blew up all over, and it was a girl that went to Pitt.
I'll have to see. Do you know who it was? You don't.
Yes, Molly Dugan.
Name sounds familiar, but
If you search it, the video's
Okay.
all over the place, but it blew
And
up
she
for a
did
while.
what?
She was like, I think she just writing down like random quotes that she would hear her students say throughout the day, and she was just reading them out in a list.
see,
Oh.
I need to start doing that because like I'll watch teacher. I'm like, my kids say that stuff or like funnier,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to start doing it. I'm like, and just get sponsorships
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Get some.
Oh,
free teacher
really? Is
stuff.
that what they really?
Oh, some people like teachers get like sponsorships or like discount codes and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, I need to start doing that.
Huh.
Because my kids say some outlandish things.
You need to, because yeah, you have a funny group.
I do have a funny group. I had a kid on the very first day of school raise his hand, and like, I was like, yeah, buddy. He goes, I have a question. Actually, he's like, I just need to tell you something. I said, okay. He's like, I think you should probably get married.
Oh.
And I said, and they're like, yeah. And then one goes, are you even like in love? And I said, well, no. And they were like, well, why? Have you ever been? And I'm like, I don't know why you guys are so concerned. Like, well, don't you want to find someone? And I was like, goodbye. I was like, they're very concerned about my personal life. Oh, yeah, they think I'm lonely because they're like, well, you live alone. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like, it's great because I'm like, I can go home and decompress. And they're like,
Right.
aren't you so sad? I'm like, no.
Aw.
I'm like, no. And they're like, I think you need someone. I'm like, I'm good.
That's
but thank
funny.
you.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So yeah, this girl from Pitt, her most viral video has 17.7 million views on
Holy cow.
there. Her next one 4.1 million, and then 1.7 million. But
I'm doing it wrong. I need to start
she's a
recording.
teacher,
I know, right?
Stuff my kids say.
250,000 followers. But yeah, she went to Pitt.
I just need
Wow.
to start doing
Probably
reenactments.
a year or
of
Pitt
two
State.
younger than you. Yeah.
Okay. I need to start doing reenactments of what my students do, truly.
Mm-hmm.
People might enjoy that.
Yeah.
But yeah, social, I would say definitely Instagram. Between that, Instagram and TikTok are the two that I probably use the most. A little too much, probably.
That's cool.
Do you
Well,
ever
well-
take a break from it? Like you said,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'm done. I'm no social media for.
I'll
this
delete
amount
it
of
off
time.
my phone and keep it off for a couple weeks.
Hopefully, your next post will be that you were on the Big Mod cast.
Absolutely. I'll repost it to my story.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I know. I know people at work today were like, Sandy's husband has a podcast? I'm like, yeah. I was like, he does.
Not all of them are model behavior.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're teachers.
Yeah.
We see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who in your family are you closest to?
I would say my mom and I have gotten really close the older. And then my brother Spencer and my sister Vanessa. So we all three, we're always the three in the house at the same time. And so we've just all been really close. So I would definitely say, like, I talk to Vanessa and Spencer all the time. And then my mom, we talk daily. So
That's cool.
yeah, she always knows if I don't talk to her, it's because I've had a long day at work. So she always knows. She'll text me and be like, "Was it a long day?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay." But yeah, I would definitely say I use FaceTime more now. My sister and I usually FaceTime, and then my mom, we do a weekly Zoom call.
Okay.
So she
That's
likes
cool.
to be able to see all of us. But yeah, are you a FaceTime fan? Do you like using FaceTime?
Do I?
Yeah.
No. I don't. No, not at all. I don't think I used it once. No. I mean, you know what? Sometimes Ileana will FaceTime me, but, Dad, is this what you were talking about that you wanted me to buy, or this? Just but not just to have a conversation.
Yeah. Usually my friends will like FaceTime, like if it's like an outfit, like if
Yeah.
like one of my friends will FaceTime me instead of like if she needs something like right away.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah.
FaceTime me if like, but other than that, yeah, I would say I've used it more recently, but for the most part, I don't like, that's not my first go-to is FaceTime. It's usually texting or calling.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So before we end, okay, this last segment. This is when was the last time? Okay, questions will start
Okay.
off with like that.
Ooh.
Oh, so I'll make it easy. When was the last time you made a new friend?
When was the last time I made a new friend? I would say.
And that's not including your students. Or do you even
I was gonna say
consider
you tonight, but
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm not a student. So I
Friend.
a friend. Let's see. Probably this spring. A girl from my church connected me with another girl, and she's like, "I think you guys would get along great."
cool.
And she was like, "You guys are like kind of like the same person."
and her name was Olivia.
It wasn't actually. It's Megan.
Uh,
I know. You would think it'd be another Olivia. But yeah, so we connected and like we so I was like, you're right. We are like the same person. So we've done quite a bit since then and have become good friends and
That's
sit
cool.
together at church now. And
Yeah. And
yeah.
I would like to say that we became friends
Yes.
because of the kids.
that is
Right.
true.
That first day of school, and we
Yes.
made that connection that Jay Sean was your athlete. And I was
Yes.
like, whoa,
I will
this is crazy.
I will never forget that. Sandy had on the Shawnee Mission North. I said, "Oh, do you have a kid that goes there?" And she goes, "Yeah, my daughter."
You didn't start off with, hold on, do you speak English? No, okay. That's English, señora English. No.
Well,
got
she was
that the
talking
other
English,
day,
so I
like,
didn't.
Do you
Right.
speak Spanish?
Somebody asked you that?
At Chipotle. The lady did in Spanish. Just no.
She was behind the counter?
Yeah.
¿Hablas español?
Where are you from? Like, why the fuck are we? This is Chipotle, man. Move it
yeah,
on.
yeah.
What
I
are
know.
we doing?
They need to work on their English.
I don't even care.
They just need to make our
Just
food
know,
right.
yeah. Just know what the options
No.
are, and then just tell
That's
me the
it.
total. That's it.
So yeah, but no, we did. It was so funny when Sandy and I then made the connection when she said Illy, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's." And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
that's funny. When was the last time you cooked a meal?
2 days ago, I made salmon, rice, and asparagus. I meal prep for the week, so I usually
you
do 2
do?
meals a week.
Oh.
So I usually make a meal Sunday, and it lasts me through Wednesday, and then I usually do Wednesday through like Saturday. It usually lasts me. So my next meal is going to be chili.
And remember, she
Nice.
gets her recipes from TikTok. So
I do. I will say my favorite recipe is from TikTok, and I made it last week. It's a pasta, and it's so good, and it's so easy. It's my go-to.
You know, I'm a big fan of the chilies. No, not chilies. Wendy's chili. Have you had Wendy's?
Wendy's has chili.
They're like known for it. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah,
That's wow, and it's good.
it's really good. I like it.
Interesting.
So years ago, I said, you know what? When Pinterest come around, I said, you know what? I'm gonna look up to see how to make this chili. I found the recipe. It was a copycat. I made it. I followed everything they said. I made 2 giant pots of chili. I followed what they said, and that's use 4 cans of this, 8 cans of this, and so I did. I had 2 giant pots of chili that I pretty much ate by myself.
and was it good?
It took me about a half a year to eat it all. I had to freeze one, and then nobody else would eat it. They're like,
Sandy, have you had it? The
I
Wendy's
think
chili?
she might have had some. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good copy.
Jose, have you had it?
Probably once or twice. Like,
Wow.
they're known for it. It's a thing.
See, I knew the Frosties, but I'm not like a big. I haven't had like fast food, like Wendy's type McDonald's fast food since probably college.
Did you ever do what the fuck is that?
Brahms?
Indiana one? No. Skyline chili. in
Okay,
Indiana?
so no, we never went to it because everyone said it was actually really nasty.
I never went either.
I know, yeah, I never went to Skyline Chili, but I've heard it was
Chili
gross.
is the main dish at a place. It doesn't attract me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, that's something like it's
Wendy's
weird. Like,
is
there's
the
not
only
much
spot
more
I
you
go.
can switch up with it. You
Yeah,
know what I
like-
mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. Okay. One more question, and we're gonna. When was the last time you disagreed with someone? Was it today? Yeah, it's probably today, right?
We could have gone down that LeBron
Does
hole.
a student count?
Sure.
'Cause that's on a daily.
Why not?
Yeah, no, I straight up. We actually talked about disagreements today and how to disagree respectfully.
That's when you learn how to agree to disagree.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about that today. How we can. When was the last time I actually like disagreed? Probably something with my siblings, to be honest. I feel like probably my sister.
Yeah.
I feel like the way we go about things are a little bit. She's more like head on with things, like blunt, and I'm not. I'm more not beat around the bush, but more a gentle approach to things.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but a big disagreement. I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't like. I guess tend to disagree. I would say more with my students more than anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and I told them, I said, I don't necessarily agree with you, but oh no, my friends, we're having a I will say one big one is the whole being on board with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I know it's a very controversial, I feel like, but all my friends are on board with that. I'm not on that. So I kind of disagreed with I think this was my friend. This was, I would say, the biggest disagreement that I could think recently was like one of my friends and I, we were talking about Taylor Swift, and she said something about her making a big difference in people's lives. And I said, I'm going to be honest, like I kind of I think she does, but she's like, she has such an impact. And I said, to be honest, though, I think teachers have a bigger impact on kids. I said,
True.
don't get me
True
wrong.
that.
I said, I think that, yes, she does have an impact, but I said, I know more teachers that have a greater impact on kids. It's just not broadcasted.
Right.
But I said, to be honest, I know teachers that have saved kids' lives. And not saying that I don't know if Taylor songs have. I don't know. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I said, I think because of my profession, I see teachers make a deeper impact daily than I think some celebrities do. So we kind of had a disagreement on that.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree with that?
I don't think I agree with that. I'm not saying that Taylor
Okay,
makes
when was the last time you
major-
disagreed with somebody who was like,
Oh,
oh,
he
just
disagrees
fucking
all the
right now?
time.
5 times a day. Yeah. I don't know that Taylor makes that big of an impact directly, but like for every teacher that makes an impact, there's also, let's say, 10 or 11 other teachers that didn't necessarily make an impact.
That's fair. And there are
Yeah,
some. Like,
that
I will
makes
definitely,
sense.
and I feel like, and that's kind of like,
I'm even thinking from like
yeah.
your favorite teacher. You didn't mention any of the other ones that you had all through elementary, middle, or high school,
My
or
third grade
anybody
teacher
from,
made an impact.
or anybody from college. Like, not that they
That's
didn't
fair,
do
that's
it
fair,
well,
yes.
but like they're just teachers that did their job and got the fuck out of there.
Do college teachers, professors, do they remember students' names? Do they?
Mine do, because I go
I
back
think
to
in
Pitt.
certain ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Certain
Okay.
ones. Like when I went back, mine still remember me when I got the award.
Really?
All the ones that like worked in the teaching office, and they're like when we saw your name across, we were so excited.
Yeah.
Like it was so, yeah. They all still, the ones that worked there still remembered me. So yeah.
Yeah.
They
Once
do.
you get more into your major, it's a smaller group
Yeah.
every year of the people that they're working with directly, and a lot of the major focused ones are just the same pool of teachers that are teaching,
Yeah.
Yeah.
say, 10, 12 classes, you know.
I would say that I think at Pitt it helped just because the classes were smaller. Like my biggest class was 100 kids, and that was like psychology, but
Yeah.
half the time maybe 25 kids would go to that class.
25, 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Jose, what was your fondest memory there at Pitt?
I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing the broadcasting for the football games. We had to
Wait, so you did
travel around
watch
with them.
football games?
I wasn't in the game watching the football game.
Oh, okay.
Getting a ticket and going are two different things.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah, because we got a free ticket.
Yeah, broadcasting was a pretty fun time, and then I got to do a lot of stuff with the fraternity of just interacting, traveling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was the first fraternity I've ever been to. I think it was on a Wednesday night. I remember all the girls in the dorms were like, we're going out. And I'm like, going out on a school night? Like, this was the first week. And I was like, mind blown. And I was like, well, I have like track practice the next day. So I was like, I'm not going to like drink. And so I was like, but I'll like go out with you guys. And so, yeah, your fraternity was, I remember we went there, was the first fraternity the first and only, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
After that, I think that was like, the
Batting
only time
100.
I only-
1,000.
you guys, I remember it was in the basement. I think you guys had like, it was on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
jungle was out because then I went to the jungle after that. Because that was the only place 18 and up.
Welcome to the jungle. You guys play that song every fucking night? Okay.
That's funny because Ileana said the same thing. She was like, "That I don't get it. They go out on Wednesday night,
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Thursday night, 505 karaoke.
Yes.
Did
Yeah.
you go to 505?
Yeah, sometimes. The karaoke gets weird.
Yeah, it
There's
does.
a point where it's
Yeah.
fun, and then there's a point where
the crowd gets a little interesting.
you get some towny crowd.
what?
Yeah.
There's just some weird people popping up, and then you get a point where
What's-
everyone's just too drunk.
I know that this might be a weird question, but
Go for it.
going down on Joplin, driving on Joplin, so you're headed north.
Mm-hmm.
On one of the streets, there's a bar there. I saw it like 2 or 3 times.
311.
Yes, the
It
311.
closed, I think.
Oh, is it? I was
I
going to ask,
think.
what kind of bar was that? Because
Pool bar?
it catches my mind when I see it. I say 311. I like the band 311, so that's why I was like, 311, the 311 Club. Well, yeah, what was it?
I think it was like pool.
oh, it was
Like
a
a
pool.
pool,
Club?
yeah. I actually never stepped foot in there, and I lived like right down the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but a bunch
Because
of
you
my
didn't play
friends went.
pool.
I didn't. I'm not
No.
good at pool.
No.
No. But I'm right-handed, but I play pool left-handed.
Damn.
That makes
Okay.
some sense. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. One day my brother's like, "You have it in the wrong hand." I said, "No, I don't." I was like, "That's how I've always played." And he goes, "Yeah."
If it works, it works.
So you're right-handed.
Uh-huh.
Do you right, left?
Uh-uh.
Do you surf left?
Nope.
Do you shoot left?
Nope.
So just pool.
But you play pool left. That's crazy.
But yeah, if I go like hunting, like my dad, we hunt, and like I shoot left-handed.
Oh.
Do you
so
kick left?
No.
No.
But I jumped off my left foot in track when I was a long jumper.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
And did you have coaches telling you to stop doing that way and do it the right way?
Nope.
No.
They're just like, whatever, if that's comfortable
Whatever's
for you.
comfortable for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
it's weird.
interesting.
My brother said when I was little, I would use both hands a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah.
Because I kick left, which is weird. Everybody thought I was weird because I did that, but
I've tried to kick left and it
doesn't work.
not it. Nope. I've tried. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
This
Easy
doesn't
out.
work.
Easy out.
I was like, not my strong suit.
Anyway. All right, Coach. Thank you for joining us this
Thank
evening.
you so much for having me.
Yep,
so
this was
it was a
fun.
pleasure being here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Cool. Good, nephew.
Uh,
What's up?
I
Speak to
think
me.
you forgot
You
something.
want to run our ads?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Can you just put those in when?
Yeah, we can do that.
Or do you want to put them now? We can do them now.
Do them now, and then I'll just move on.
All right. Can you play our ads?
Or no,
Wait,
no,
I still got.
just
I still got in the
keep
show.
going,
man.
and then we'll run it at the end.
All right. Oh, we're done anyway.
So end it, and
Okay.
then we'll run it.
Again, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so
I
much.
hope
It
you
was
had
awesome
fun.
being here. Absolutely. This was a great time.
Let your friends and family know about this show.
Oh, my sister's already looked it up.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. When I told her last night, she goes, so she like, Mom's like, what's it about? And I'm like, everything.
Yeah.
And so my sister
Members.
goes, so my sister like read it word for word. I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah. So you know that acronym MOD.
Yeah. What does it stand for?
It's memories often disappear.
Okay, I do. Okay, I think I do remember
see
you
it?
saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, this
So,
is.
and
this
then
is
plus
great.
they, Mario, short for
Yeah.
Mario.
Right.
Mod.
I like it. I like the thought behind it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, this is
Because
great.
if you don't sit and if you don't reminisce, you tend to forget.
You do. I love a good reminiscing. Like my
Yeah.
friends from college, like that's literally like
That's
when
the
we're all
thing.
together, we reminisce like pit days.
Yeah.
We also were like, it's crazy now that we're adults, and like
Mhm.
one of them has twins now, and we're
Oh.
like, she has like 3 kids,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like a whole house, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I felt like I turned 21. Like, that's when it hit me when this group is that I have now. I turned 21 the year they were born.
Oh, okay.
I said, dang. They're like, Miss Boone, how old were you when I was born? I was like, 21. Monkey goes, yeah, you can drink at that age.
Oh.
Said,
That's fine.
but yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
This was
thanks.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will.
Good, nephew?
That also reminds me of another drinking game that we could try sometime. That we're trying to get.
Want to do it on the show?
Dude, it's called the Tour de Franzia.
Yep.
Tour de Francia.
I know
Tour de
exactly that
Francia.
one.
I have no idea what that is. I don't need games to make me drink, but I will participate. Does it involve cards?
No.
Fuck, well, good. Shit, about time.
That
Does
reminds
it
me of
involve
college.
solo cups?
You did it in
No.
college?
People, I
of
never
wine.
did, but I know girls that did.
Multiple
Bags.
bags of
Oh,
wine.
Slap the bag.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Huh.
Anyway,
We'll
We're
dabble.
old,
Yeah,
Mario.
we'll
We're
dabble.
old.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until next week, adios.